Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to our live Boston Bruins franchise mode series on NHL 26. Moving into episode number 14 for year number 6, the 2030-31 season. After a shocking postseason miss in year number 5, we now move into year number 6, poised for our best season yet. But it's also a must-win season. After we've had 5 years in Boston so far, we have not had a season of more than 45 wins. We made the Stanley Cup final a couple of years ago, but after that, we then followed up with missing the playoffs last season, and now must have success, hopefully even 50-plus wins in year number 6. Cody, welcome to the stream. As we start getting started, and as we begin to allow people into the stream, we'll get started at the 3-minute mark. So if you're joining after you've already gone live, you can hop ahead to that point. And until then, we'll start welcoming everybody in. After we've had a slower week here on the channel, we had a couple of videos. Yes, Bednar, of course, he's going to solve all of our problems. After we've had a slower week on the channel, we haven't been live since last Friday. Good to get back into it now. Very busy week on my end, but glad to get back into the groove of some franchise mode as we will enter year number 6, episode number 14, with the Bruins here tonight. Let me pull up the lines for you. Sheldon Keefe continues as our head coach. He ended off last season. He'll continue this season. He helped us really turn things around, but sadly it wasn't enough. Now let's see if he can continue where he left off. We're trying Vikings out on that top line as well. Have you been hit with the discipline plague glitch? What is the glitch exactly? I've heard about this. I know something with 2BC, right? Well, it's brought to light by 2BC. But what's the plague here? Taking 20 penalties? Because we've definitely taken a ton of penalties in both our Red Wings and our Bruins series. Discipline 77, 84, 74, 80, 79, 76, 73. Because we were going, those preseason focuses have not been helpful either, which has been a scam. But yeah, I've heard about that, but I'm not sure exactly what the glitch entails. Let me just a couple YouTube things here. We'll share it onto Twitter as well. And we'll get started in just a moment. Share that on Twitter. There you go. All right. The Jays are back and Data is streaming. What a night. Hobbsy, welcome in, one of our channel members checking in. Joseph as well, one of our channel members checking in. Yes, a little doubleheader for you. Plus, we had that hockey card video earlier today, opening a box of 21-22 SPA. So a couple of videos for you on the channel today, plus Red Wings coming up as well. If you coach conversations during the postseason, your players' discipline will drop significantly by -5. Oh, goodness. Any coach conversation at all? Like trying to, like if you talk to the coach, or if you try to make players even fit schemes and things like that? Not surprised at all. What a joke. What a joke. So Voronkov this season at an 89 overall. He's been a 50-point guy. Yorkie, welcome to the stream. And yeah, we're seeing maybe we put him in a third-line role this season. A little bit of less expectations from him. Dorofeyev more the scorer into the top 6. Vikings had getting a first-line chance. He wasn't great last year as our second-line center. Coming off of a 60-point season, he scored just 47. If you talk to the coach, wonderful. Well, good to know. Thank you, Cody. We'll keep note of that into next postseason, hopefully, if we can make it there. Andrei Svechnikov, who was a question mark for us, did pretty well. 69 points for him, but just 26 goals. We need more goal scoring. So Vikings dad, Beniers, Pastrnak is the first line heading into this season. Dorofeyev, Lundell, and Svechnikov. So Lundell was the big pickup in the offseason. We signed him for a 6 by $8.65 million deal. And we passed the 3-minute mark. Yeah, we'll go ahead and continue on here. He'll be our second-line center. We're really hoping that he'll be a defensive addition for us. While he does have a scoring touch and the playmaking is decent enough, as he had a 40-assist year last year, 72 points. Was that an outlier of a season? Well, we'll try him in the second-line role and see what it does for us. Svechnikov, Dorofeyev, Lundell, second line. Third line, Voronkov, Adam Novotny making his NHL debut, and Lakovic on that third line as well. And fourth line, Brazeau, Lindholm, and free agent signing, Data 782 Hall of Famer, Eeli Tolvanen. Sadly, I wish he could go higher in the lineup. We need to give some ice time to Novotny as well. We'll see if Voronkov sticks, but Tolvanen, he's coming here, getting paid well to be that physical, 94 body checking kind of guy, 87 shot blocking. We'll give him the ice time with power play and stuff like that. The defense, Riker Evans, who was once an 87, dropped to an 84. He's playing top pair with Charlie McAvoy. Second pair, Mombert with Craig Iginla, 87 and 88. And third pair, Michael Kesselring with William Wallinder, new addition here in Boston. And goaltending, Gavin Osgood, backed up by a variety of different goaltenders. We have Gidloff, we have DiPietro. No one was really great in the preseason, if memory serves me right. But DiPietro was our hero down the stretch last season. Osgood wasn't great. Goaltending has definitely been a problem for us. Crevier, Minton, and DiPietro, the healthy scratches. We would want Minton to be playing more as well, but he's kind of just locked into that max, 82 overall guy at this point. Power play, did we do the power play? Could it be? Yeah, I think we did. I think we did do the power play. Penalty kill, I think, is it possible we did the penalty kill? I don't think so. I doubt Vikingstad was first unit. So Beniers on the first, Lundell on the second, and then third Vikingstad. Let's try that and see where it takes us. So we'll start the season and then make changes as necessary. Down in the AHL, more guys are growing there. Roseyan, Preston, Suvanto. Yeah, other guys like Stenberg, they're older guys now, but really who we're looking for growth from, it's Preston and Suvanto. Suvanto should be playing top line. Ilua, welcome to the stream, buddy. Roseyan, Preston, Suvanto first line. Texier, Stenberg, Jacka on the second. Boucher, Lamens. There's top line potential. Melanson. And then JC Seal, medium top 9. He should probably be somewhere higher. Defense, Kyle Wood, of course, is out there, and etc. Curtis McKenzie, Jamna backed up by Oliwa. That's fine. Not going to break our heads on that one. And there you go, ready to roll into year number 6. We had a Stanley Cup final 2 years ago, but aside from that, it's been some slim pickings here in Boston. We've had some successful seasons. We've had 2 second-round exits. We've had a Stanley Cup final. That's good. No first-round exits, but we've missed the playoffs twice in 5 years. And we also have not won more than 45 games. We've won 44 twice. We've won 45 twice. Last year was our highest goal-scoring season. Goals for was the highest it's ever been, from 3.22 to 3.23 to now 3.24. Yet we missed the playoffs because we allowed way too many. So the defense, the goaltending, that has to be better. I think, was there a comment left in the last one very quickly here? If we just pull up the comments from last episode, were there any in regards to suggestions? No, there was not. Okay, wonderful. So we can get straight into it. All right, so here we go. Last episode, we finished off the season with a 6-1 loss against the Islanders, then we beat the Hurricanes 2-1. Let's get into things this season. Kicking off this episode with a trip to Florida. Kyle Wood, sore foot, no problem. Taking on the Panthers, a team we've seen twice in the playoffs. We've seen them twice, we've beat them twice, and now we're playing Anton Lundell's old team, of course, as well. Ilua says, I gotta tell you, I'm already hooked to baseball season because of the fantasy league. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, I needed that. That's what gets you into the sports, yeah. Our Data 782 Fantasy Baseball League. I think it's the 5th or 6th year we've been doing it. So great to have you in there, Ilua. That's awesome. All right, so to begin this episode, we are on the road against the Panthers. Game number 3 of the season, number 1 of this episode. 1-1 to start. Lundell against his old team. Let's do it. First period, 2-1 Bruins early. Iginla opens it up. Pastrnak extends the lead. Tkachuk gets the first of the night for the Panthers. Second period, 3-2 Florida. Monahan on the power play, and then Doggy, one of the 32 created players in this series, gets the go-ahead goal. Shots 26-25 for Florida. There's Lakovic tying this game at 3 down on that third line. Thank you, Lyndon Lakovic. 3-3. And there's Lundell, power play goal against his old team. And now we lead 4-3. Power play Bruins again, this time killed off. 4-3 thanks to the former Panther. His first goal as a Bruin, right? Power play Boston killed off. Shots tied at 34. Final minute. Beniers adds one more, and that'll be all she wrote. 5-3 the final. Shots end 36-34, and Bruins win 5-3. Voronkov 3 assists. Awesome. Beniers and Pastrnak both with a goal and an assist apiece. Okay. Great start. Osgood looking good. 2 games, 2 wins, 934 save percentage, 2 goals against average. Let's see how long that can be kept up. As we move into calendar simulation now, and let's just get the beginning of simulation going. Let's get this season on. Stolar's back in Florida. Yes, that's true as well. Good catch. All right, hosting Utah, who are 2-2. We lose 4-2. On the road against the Devils, who are 3-1. We win 6-2. Kyle Wood is back. Yeah, get him in there. He's got to play as much as he can. Emery Thompson should actually be in this lineup. I know he has some potential, right? Who's this? Matthias Hoagland, medium top 9. Steves, who's 30, shouldn't be in there over Thompson. Emery Thompson, medium top 6 potential. Yeah, he should be playing second line. Texier can go here. Lamens, and then Melanson on Boucher, 66, 62, 60. And there you go. Something like that. Why not? Just get some ice time. All right. Ottawa, 3rd and a 4th for Thompson. Nope, we will keep him. 6-2 win there against the Devils on the road. Sorry, no, hosting. A 2nd for Tervainen and a 5th. No. Hosting the Minnesota Wild, who are 4-2, 4-2 loss. Hosting the Sens, who are 0-4-1. We keep them winless. They're 0-4-2 now. We beat them 4-3 in overtime. 4-1 loss against the Leafs in Toronto. Then a 5-1 win against the Sens, who are now 0-6-1. We're 5-4 to start. We need to start pulling away a little bit more. Let's go see a good team like the Flyers, who are 6-1. After we host the Rangers for our 10th game of the season, 5-2. So we're 5-5. 500 through 10 games. We need to, even with decent results like that, we got to be better. Where we're the 21st in the league for goals for, 21st for goals against. We're allowing more than we're scoring. Power play 13%. Now, already quick little red flags we want to take care of. So Vikingstad, who's a big question mark for us. 5 points in 10 games, only a +1. Playing 22-28 per night as an 89 overall, and he has just 1 goal. Beniers has 9 points. Pastrnak has 9 points. Dorofeyev 5 points, -3. Lundell 8 points. That's awesome. Osgood is bad. Yeah, that's funny. He's like Sveshnikov 1 goal in 10 games. There's the Andrei Sveshnikov we know and love. Voronkov 5 points. Novotny 0 points in 10 games. Wow. Lakovic 3 points. Tolvanen has 5 points. Lindholm 2 goals. Brazeau 2 assists. So, not that we want to demote Novotny too quickly, but Tolvanen should probably be moving up somewhere. Sveshnikov and Vikingstad, both big concerns in that top 6. Let's see the defense quickly. 7 points +2 from Evans. Wow. 5 points +5 from McAvoy. -5 for Mombert. +1 for Iginla. +2 Wallinder. -6 Kesselring. All right, so let's get Wallinder and Iginla together. Mombert and Kesselring. Let's see if you guys can wake up both being 87s on the third pair. Osgood, 899 save percentage. Gidloff, 1 appearance, 933 save percentage. Okay. Now we need to have a shake-up here in the bottom 6. So Voronkov will join the top 6. Maybe we try Sveshnikov on that top line. Let's see what that does. Svesh, top line. Second line, Dorofeyev, Lundell. We'll keep Vikingstad in the top 6. Let's try putting Voronkov with Lundell and Vikingstad, maybe. Dorofeyev with Novotny and Lakovic to get them going, perhaps? Lakovic, Novotny, Dorofeyev. Before we start making bigger changes, let's try that as a little tweak and see if it does anything. Special teams haven't been great either, but let's start like that against a very good Flyers team. They're 6-2-1. Here we go. First period, first shot of the game goes in from Mathieu Joseph, but Voronkov up on that first line, on the second line, scores, as does Pastrnak on the first line. Second period, 2-2 now. Mathieu Joseph with his second of the night. Shots are 25-17 Philly, and we're tied at 2 through 40. Third period now. We've scored twice. That's great, but we have to be able to close out these games in the third. 2 on 28 is fine and fun, sure. There's Matty Beniers on Vera Storm, one of the creative players in this series. 3-2 Bruins as the first line center puts us up. Matty Bruin, Matty B. 5 minutes to go. Sorry, now 2 minutes to go. Final 90 seconds. That's a huge victory. Shots end 33-29 for the Flyers, but we hang on for the 3-2 victory. That's big. 31 saves from Osgood. A goal and an assist from Pastrnak. Very good. All right. We go back above 500. Lovely. Now, can it be maintained? Patrick Kane and William Kaiser. Or this guy, Ivan. Patrick Kane, is he still out here? With AHL top 6 potential. 80 overall. I'm sure he still simulates just fine. Yeah, that's crazy. 41-year-old Patty Kane. Keep him in mind on the block in Tampa. Keep him in mind. All right. On to face the Bruins now, who are 4-7-1. Let's slow sim this one again. Good luck so far in the slow sim. First period, 2-1 Bruins. Novotny with his first career goal. There it is. Good evening, y'all. Says Gavin. Best of luck to the Bruins tonight. Thank you very much. Kane went back to Chicago. I didn't even notice that. I was just looking at where he is now. That's awesome. Matejchuk, Voronkov. All right, Voronkov against his old team, by the way. Novotny, his first career NHL goal, possibly his first point. Second period, 5-2 now. Mombert, Dorofeyev, Pasternak. Finally, Zach Bell, always hockey, scoring for the Blue Jackets. And this one ends 7-3, the final. Dorofeyev and Lundell. There we go. Dorofeyev, 2 goals and an assist. Lundell, a goal and 2 assists. Wallinder with 3 assists. Bruins win 7-3. Finally. All right, hopefully this can be maintained a little bit. Outscoring our opponents 10-5 since making those changes. Let's give Gidloff a start here in Washington. Auto-rotate goalie should be turned on. Let me go back and make sure it is. We'll give Gidloff a start. And let me go here to settings. Make sure that's turned on. Auto-rotate, yes. Very good. It was off, so now it's back on. Okay, here we go against the Capitals, who are 1-9. Wow, to start the year. 1-9. First period, 1-1. Sandin for them. Data 782, Hall of very good. Rasmus Sandin. Novotny scoring his second of the season. Great. Second period, 2-1. Sveshnikov has some life. 2-1 Bruins. That's what, his second goal of the season? Michael Rasmussen ties it. He's been in a lot of our series before. 2-2 game. Who's that? Campbell. 3-on-20 now past Gidloff. We're out shooting them 32-24. Power play, Caps killed off. Novotny waking up a little bit. Yes, good to see. We're down by 1 with 5 minutes to go. Out shooting them by quite a bit, but they are standing on their heads. I don't know who's in the net there. And we lose 3-2, giving them their second win of the season. Ridiculous. Mighty Joe, welcome to the stream, buddy. Todd loves Logan Thompson. 34 saves from him. We lose by 1. Good game, but we lose by 1. All right, let's get to the calendar. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 wins, then 1 loss. 2 wins, then 1 loss. When do we get an emoji for the Data Hall of Very Good? I gotta figure out what the Hall of Fame nominees, I guess, go in the Hall of Very Good. Let's go see. I don't know. Vegas. We should know by the end of the month who's staying and who's going. Let's give Sveshnikov and all these guys a few more games. 5-2 win against the Islanders. Panthers beat us 4-3, another 1-goal loss. Preston, best lines in the AHL. We'll fix that once Preston comes back. He's out for a little while. 4-3 win against the Hurricanes, then a 5-2 win against the Caps. That means it's going to be a loss, right? Win-win-loss. Hey, 4-2 win. We string together 3 wins in a row. We're 11-7 now. Keep it rolling in that tight Atlantic division. So I'm hearing the archive from their sheet. No more sheets. Then a 6-4 loss and a 5-4 loss. Back to 11-9. Still trying to adjust line fits, or will that not help much? I don't know. These guys have +5 on the lines. Will it do much? Let's see them now. So, Sveshnikov has 4 goals and 12 points in 20 games. Beniers, 16 points. Pasternak, 11 goals and 23 points. That's crazy. Voronkov, 7 goals, 13 points. Lundell, 7 goals, 14 points. Vikingstad, just 4 goals and 11 points in 20 games, but with 20 penalty minutes. I think it's time to trade Vikingstad. And you know what? Turby was on board for that. King Turby was on board for it. I think it's time to make it happen. Lakovic, 7 points. Novotny, 4 points. Dorofeyev has 6 goals and 9 points. Tolvanen has 10 points playing the ice time that he's playing. Lindholm, 8 points. Brazeau, 7 points. They've been fine. Time for the middle 6 to get a shake, I suppose. Riker, Evans has been fine. McAvoy, good. Wallinder, 7 points, even plus minus. Iginla, -2. No consistency, I know. Mombert has 11 points and is a +3, 25 penalty minutes. Kesselring, 9 assists and a +4. Okay, that's better. Osgood, 902 save percentage. Gidloff, 913 when he's playing. So, do we go out and get a top 6 forward? You know what? I think this is what we do. I think I could see a world where we trade Sveshnikov and Vikingstad for a huge splash and then promote Dorofeyev back to the top 6. I think that's the move here. Vikingstad, actually, what's Sveshnikov's? No clause, yeah. So if we could trade Svesh and Vikingstad for a huge name, that would be really something. So let's take our time to find the right move here, because this is going to be like a series-defining trade, potentially. Let's see who's on the block out here. Then we can see what trade we could possibly create if nothing jumps out at us. So who are the high overall forwards out here? We gotta look for the high overall. There's some big prospects in Calgary. But who are the high overall forwards? Sam Girard's an 89 overall in Colorado. That's crazy. A mid-season move to consider. Here we are. Moritz Seider still on the block in Detroit. Yeah, but defense isn't the issue. Florida has Verhaeghe on the block. But 35, 86, no. Kings, Wild, Canadians, Predators. Huge name needs to be producing, though. Yes. Maybe a good name on a bad team type of thing, right? Sanheim, no. Penguins, Sharks, Kraken as Capo Caco. Expiring deal from Capo Caco. Could that splash be Stützle or Gauthier? Potentially. Capo Caco is interesting to me. 87 overall, 21 points in 20 games. He's over point per game, 60-point guy. I don't think he's the big splash. But him being on the block is interesting. But expiring contract does bring some risk. He'd be open to coming here. They are sellers, but they're a winning team. We'd be moving him to the west, which is good as well. Ernie, I don't think the value's there for Ernie. Vikingstad and Sveshnikov wouldn't be able to get a guy like Ernie. So if we said Vikingstad and Sveshnikov, two big guys with great term and all that, could we take back a top young player as well? You know? I feel like Kako would probably not the guy. Agreed. Just doing some exploration here. No, alright, you got it, Mighty Joe. Berkeley Catton, Data 782 Hall of Famer Berkeley Catton. Yeah. Anton Frundell. No one's jumping out. Goalies. Dostal. Rookie skaters. No. No, I don't think Kako's the guy. Continuing on. Kako feels like he's having an outlier season. Agreed. Alright, back to sorting by overall now. So Jake Gensel, expiring at 36 in Tampa. 3 goals, 9 assists, -9 on the season so far. Nikita Kucherov also out there. Like, Gensel and Kucherov would be crazy. Yeah, we do have Preston already. Don't need Catton. Sergachev in Utah. Reichel in Vancouver. Jake Chikrin in Washington. That's about it. So let's try and find a team that is underperforming, but maybe not sellers necessarily. Like the Ducks, 7 and 12 sellers, conservative buyers. I think anyone would be open to the right trade with this amount of value coming back the other way. Who fits our mold here? Do we look outside the block? Oh yeah, I think we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. Flames are buyers, and they want both those guys. Okay. Timothy Kaiser, Zykes created player. Maybe Timothy Kaiser, the power forward with 5-star shooting, 5-star physical. Maybe that's a guy we look at in Calgary. Would they move Timothy Kaiser, and would he be our guy? Benson has the dog in him. Zach Benson, small guy. Maybe Timothy Kaiser could be part of a package with the Flames. Making crazy money, though. Keep it in mind, that's crazy money. Hurricanes, Seth Jarvis? No. Kaiser seems to be I don't know. Well, he's a shooter. He has 9 goals. He's a power forward. He'd be the judge, I suppose. Blackhawks are buyers. Bedard, I don't think would work out. Johnston. Who's this? Kolars. Richard Kolar, 7th overall pick in 2027. I don't think so, though. Need someone bigger than that. All these no movement clauses make it tough. Hurricanes, Joe King. Well, he's a defenseman, right? Yeah, he's a defenseman. We're looking at forwards. Vote for Timothy if the salaries line up. All right, noted. Let's see what else we can think of. Shipping up to welcome Intelligent Dice, one of our channel members checking in. Yeah, Jarvis does not score enough in the simulation. All these no movement clauses. All in on Timothy, for he is Timothy. So let's wait till we get to Ottawa. Let's keep on working through this. So the Stars are 11 and 8. There are buyers, but they don't want Vikingstad or Svesh. They have a lot of untouchables there as well, and the no move clauses. Sellers, buyers in Edmonton. No movement clauses. Randy Ho. He's won a couple of Maurice Richards already. Randy Ho could be interesting. The 6'1" sniper. Randy Ho. Now that could be an idea. Keep that in mind from the Oilers. Randy Ho plus. Could be some good value coming back. Randy Ho plus. Conservative buyers in Florida. Randy would be a huge guy. Yeah, he's been in a lot of our series as a created guy. No. Kings are sellers. Never mind. Minnesota Wild are buyers. No, all on the no move clauses. Canadians are buyers. Cole Caulfield? Does he want to come to Boston? He would. Caulfield, Allison, Demidov. These guys are all up for grabs potentially. Allison, 5 points in 5 games. Logan Allison, the power forward. Logan Allison could be an idea. 90 overall Logan Allison, 3 years at $10 million. High elite, 23, 90 overall. 70 points last year. Ooh. He could be that... Well, actually, he's a centerman. We have Lundell. He doesn't have to play center. Caulfield, I don't know if he fits the Big Bad Bruins. Plus, the Canes wouldn't want to move him to Boston. If you get one Allison, you have to get the other one. Too unrealistic if we get any Habs Corp players. Yeah, that's why maybe Allison. Caulfield, the anti-Big Bad Bruin. Keep Logan Allison in mind. Logan Allison is an idea. Sellers. No. Caulfield doesn't seem to sim super well either. Clement, the value wouldn't be there, sadly, for Ernie Clement. No. Rangers are buyers, and they want both those guys. No. Conservative buyers, yeah, 2 13 and 2 Senators are conservative buyers. Stützle is not on the block, but would be open to coming here. Eesh. No, 57 points last year. This sim hates Stützle. That's crazy. The other Allison brother. We don't really have room for 2. I hasn't simmed as well. But I don't know if Allison's the guy either. Logan Allison, that is. I know they're sellers. Mitchkov, no, they're sellers. They're sellers. Sellers, conservative buyers are the Sharks. Yeah, we need goals. Brodin, Jesper Brodin, the first overall pick in 2026. Great playmaker, but we do need those goals. Celebrini, high franchise. No, it's not going to work. Conservative buyers of the Blues. Who's this guy? Malik. Peter Malik. Sniper. No, he's not enough of that big guy. Sellers, conservative buyers. Nope. Taspakov. Conservative sellers, Utah. Logan Cooley, Dylan Gunther. No, they're not big enough. Scoring in franchise is hard. Yeah, tell me about it. It's hard to find these guys. Vegas, no. Washington, conservative buyer. Winnipeg. Man, let's bring back Protas. He would be the perfect guy. Too bad he was horrible with us. What a joke, eh? What a joke. 41 points, negative 27. Goes to Winnipeg, wins 2 Conn Smites. Yep. That's the way the news goes. Alright, so... It seems like one season of Players Elite, the next you can't even find them in the depth chart. Yep. It seems like the best ideas were Kaiser, Allison, and Ho. I think Randy Ho stands out to me the most. We could trade Randy Ho and get some great value back if we're trading both these guys. We don't want to cheese the system, but we could take some value back. Right? I don't think they'd actually trade him, but when the value has to definitely be worth their while. They're on a good run, yes, absolutely. That's why if we're trading them 2 top 6s locked into good contracts, it makes it interesting for them that the value is so weighed out in their favor. He's soft as butter, though, right? Let's see. 6'1" with 3-star physical. Yeah, 2.5-star defense. Not great, but he is a scoring machine. 67 goals last year, 62 the year before. I won't forget this slight GM data. No, I'm not saying no to Allison, but I think Ho is the first guy we go after. They're buyers. and the value is there. Does it make sense for them to trade Randy Ho? No. But they're getting an 89 overall who's 23, and an 88 overall, both on good contracts with term. Kaiser is speaking to me the most because the Oilers wouldn't trade Ho, who's scoring crazy. True, they wouldn't trade him in like an even deal, but if the value is so far weighed out in their favor, would they then consider it? Because to trade this much value for Kaiser, I don't know if it works as much. Kaiser's an 88. Hi ho, it's Randy will go, says Cody. Would you trade Caulfield for a struggling rookie and an unk? No, true. I think it would have to be an overpay. This is the franchise that trades Skinner and Kulak for Jerry. True. I wouldn't trade... No Logan Cooley. If anything, it would be Logan Allison. I think it's between Allison or Ho. Logan Allison does fit the Big Bad Bruins a bit more at the 5-star physical. 70 points last year, point per game to start this year. Even if it's far outweighed, is it just impossible that they would ever trade Randy Ho? Covering all bases, assuming we make a trade, Minton draws in, correct. Heard the Oilers are having some financial issues. Bruins owner DeSora pulling some big money strings behind the scenes. As she does. Oh, and you know what? Oh, I'm so sorry. I missed this 15 minutes ago. I missed it 15 minutes ago. Thank you so very much. Mighty Joe, 31 coming in. 31 Bello bucks for the 2031 Bruins season. It's our time. Much love, Bello. I'm sorry, Mighty Joe. I missed that. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we add all the proper creative player raffle entries for you. Let's say, let's call it 5. And we'll double that to make it 10 since it's through the PayPal. Thank you for that donation. 10 more entries for a created player for Mighty Joe Maple. There we go. Let me write that in. Fantastic. Thanks, Mighty Joe. Sorry that I missed it a little earlier. I like Allison better, but both of the teams would do it. Are we sure Turby wants to go to Montreal? Yeah, that's also tough for where Vikingstad would go. He'd sign a 3x10, so it might be a sign he doesn't like it too much there. That's true. I like that as well. Right, Joe, all good. Sometimes I announce it's coming, and sometimes I just like to hear the surprise in your voice. There it is. You got me. Appreciate you, my friend. Trade finder for Ho? No, nothing would come up. Because I don't want to trade him. All right, so I think maybe Logan Allison is the direction we go in. As much as we know that Randy Ho is the better player, the Oilers would probably never trade him. So Vikingstad and Svechnikov go to the Canadiens for Allison. That makes a bit more sense realism-wise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they got a couple of top 6 guys where they don't need Line A and Bjorkstrand to be in that top 6. I hate trading within the division, I know, but that can't hold us back when that's like our only option here. I know we hate it. It's gonna come back to bite us, but Allison's gonna be a big guy. I did like Kaiser too, but that wouldn't be the value to give up for Svechnikov and Vikingstad, unless we only trade one of them for Kaiser. But the Flames don't want to move him either. Allison, they don't want to move Allison either, technically. I don't know. No move is perfect because no one's on the block. No move would be perfect. But Kaiser feels like more of a long-term piece on the Flames, as opposed to Allison, who only signed for 3 years. And there's other good young players there as well. 1C traded to a division rival. Well, then what? Then we go back to Randy Ho. Then what if we add more value for Randy Ho? This value plus, I don't know, a draft pick. Check the Flames goalies. Good Kaiser button. Kaiser. Their goal is they have Dustin Wolf, 90 overall Dustin Wolf. Will they trade Kaiser and Wolf to us? I don't think so. Crazy numbers. Kaiser and Wolf. No, then we're over the salary cap. They have nothing left. They're buyers. Why would they trade their best player and their best goalie, right? Unless we do Edmonton. They would if they rebuild, but they're buyers. And the rebuild, taking Svechnikov wouldn't help them in a rebuild. Give them Osgood. Wolf and Himothy. That's a tough contract on Himothy as well. 5/13 is heavy. If we give them Osgood the other way, it's a lot of value going to them. Viking stats, Svesh, and Osgood. I think I like Randy. This is the same franchise that traded Gretzky. I mean, we can add more value even. Trading with the Canadians would be tough. That's true. Randy Ho, 5/11.455. Viking stats, Sveshnikov. And what else could we give them? A rookie, a draft pick. We have even Emlyn who needs to get into that lineup soon enough. What if we trade them Novotny? Novotny, we're not super sold on Novotny. Or is it Suvanto, maybe, who goes? One of those two. Hordachuk also out here needing to make the team. Oh my goodness, Nathaniel Hordachuk tearing up the OHL as an 81 overall. We could sign him. Tough call. We could trade one of these rookies for sure. Have the Oilers won a cup? They're doing anything to get McDavid one. That could be the logic as well. Yeah, no cup for the Oilers. It looks like no cups for him. Novotny or Savanto. So who do they have here forwards? They need another guy? Forwards. Yeah, this is a horrible team. So they move out Ho. They bring in Sveshnikov and Viking stats up. You can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is their top 6. Then 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that makes their team a lot better. 12, 13. So they wouldn't mind taking back a forward. And the right winger, who you're saying that's Suvanto? Suvanto, 78 at 22. AHL, 5 points. He has just not simulated well at all. Maybe we take back Gadjevich. All right, Suvanto can go. We add a prospect for them. Vikingstad, Sveshnikov, and Suvanto. If it comes down to if we want to overextend for Ho or get back to a good winger plus top tier 10. That's what it comes down to, yes. Overextend for Ho or get back a good winger and a top goalie. Too bad with Suvanto as he fit that big bad mold. I know. He's a trade piece over Novotny probably. Who do we say here? Gadjevich? 80 overall, 31 penalty minutes, 2.5 star defense. Pfft, no, not interested. So this is probably the trade. Are we greenlighting this? Are we adding more on either side? Vikingstad, Sveshnikov, and Suvanto for possibly the best goal scorer in the NHL, Randy Ho. Is this the move? Definitely a splash. Then you have Cowan come into... Not Cowan. Minton comes into the lineup. Put up a poll. All right. Joseph says, do it. Novotny, we could put Suvanto instead. Do they have a backup Tendy as our prospect we get back not as good as Suvanto? I don't know if I see them trading us a prospect. Get a sec. We could get a second. I'm saying realism-wise. Would we get a second-round pick here? I don't know. Goalies, they have like no goalies. So no, we won't. We can't get a goalie back here. Do we have a goalie that we could send them? Not really. Realism-wise, hold on. Let's throw up the poll. Hold on. How do I add a poll? Oh, there it is. Start a poll. Do this trade? Yes. No. Take back more. Give more. All right, poll's ready to go. If we trade for Ho, I expect a lot of Thundercat references moving forward. I don't know. Thundercats. Randy Ho? Who's this? You have to spell it out for me. I'm not getting the reference. Just like a low top 6 or high top 9 guy we get back. Let's see who they have. Wouldn't be much. Get a third. I mean, they want to move picks. Old school cartoon from the 80s. I feel like I know my old school cartoons, but that one's not speaking to me. Who's this? Poirier. Low top 6, 68 at 20. Nah, I have no interest in a guy like that. Yannicki or McClellan, if we're taking anybody. The poll, 8 votes so far. Get your vote in. Are we doing this trade? Yes, no, take back more, give more. A power forward, a 7th round pick power forward, Uldrich Yannicki. I mean, taking back a power forward isn't a bad idea. And McClellan, he's probably better. We'll let them keep their former 1st round pick. Yeah, he was a 7th round pick. That makes a bit more sense to take him on. All right. So we'll send this, and we'll see what they say. Yeah, he'll get his AHL time. We'll give him some AHL time. Physical guy. The Oilers wouldn't be giving us much here. We're swapping prospects. Suvanto for Yannicki, a former 1st round pick, or former 1st round pick for a 7th round pick, and then Svechnikov and Vikingstad for Ho. All right? Let's send it and see what they say. I'm not convinced that they'll say yes. I think they'll say yes, but I'm not 100% on this. Edmonton, what do you say? Vikingstad and Svechnikov to Edmonton! Trade accepted. The fans will be cheering in the streets. Let them cheer. Randy Ho, welcome to Boston. My headcanon will have Desora sending some millions in crypto via back channels. Yes, no problem. Make that the headcanon. Let them cheer in the streets, and let's do it. Big trade for the Oilers and the Bruins right there across conferences. Huge move that we're making a commitment on here. Now the question is, do we play Ho top line because Pasternak's also a top scorer? Or do we play him on the 2nd line and spread the wealth? That's a question mark. So, 1st line, Randy Ho comes in, absolutely. On the 2nd line, Dorofeyev moves up. On the 3rd line, Tolvanen will move up. And then on the 4th line, in comes Fraser Minton. 81 faceoffs. Yeah, he'll play wing. There you go. What a move. Randy Ho, welcome to Boston. Defense stays the same. Now special teams. Randy Ho is there. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go best lines. Such a big move, we're going to go best lines. And then we'll, at least for the special teams and whatnot, right? And then we'll go back to what we had for... Hold on, why is Yannicki... So Yannicki plays, and Lindholm's a healthy scratch. Yeah, hold on a second. I had Caulfield and Kaprizov on the same team, but Cole did not sim well on the 2nd line. They were better together. Okay, good to note. So Yannicki goes down. Who becomes 13th forward? Oh, who else but Alex Texier? Roseyan, he'd be good, but for the memes, we love Texier. Even Florian Jacquet would be an idea, but for right here, right now, let's start with Texier. Let's do that. And they still put Texier in the lineup. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Texier, hold on, go down. Best lines. Now we'll call him up. Always the science you have to do here. Alright. That's the NHL. AHL lines. There you go. So Roseyan, Stenberg. I said we give Boucher a shot if the opportunity arises. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So now Melton can play top line. Sure. Steve's Jackeye. Hold on a second. Who do we need playing? Yannicki needs to play more. So let's get him on the 3rd line. Thompson needs to play more as well. Let's put him there. Lamons needs to play more. Let's put him there. Seal, O'Reilly. Boucher, he might come in. Yeah, let's put him 2nd line. Jack guy, we'll put him here. Actually, here. He's left wing center. Yeah, that'll be the lineup for the AHL. Defense can be whatever. Good. Preston injured right now. Yeah, that's why. And in the NHL, even strength like that. Evans here. Mombert here. Crevier, Wallinder swap. Mombert's been playing 3rd pair. All right, Wallinder's been doing well in that 2nd pair role. Power play. Pastrnak and Ho. Do they play together? Even strength is one thing, but power play, you know what? I'm going to separate them on the power play. Just on the power play, I'm going to separate them. So at the point here will be... McAvoy. McAvoy here. Dorofeyev, Pastrnak, the finisher. Voronkov, Beniers, okay. Then Ho goes there. Lundell, Lakovic. Mumbert at the point. Tolvanen can go on the wing. Jeremy, welcome to the stream, buddy. Okay. Distributor is McAvoy. Finisher is Pastrnak. Puck carrier is Beniers. Dorofeyev where Voronkov is? Sure. Stream's still going, I think. Mighty Joe. Alright, Dorofeyev comes here. We have to fix his fit anyways. Hey, Crimson, welcome to the stream, buddy. Tolvanen, now he's playing third line. Maybe take him off the power play. Now that he's playing third line, and Voronkov can play there. I would keep Ho in power play 1. I mean, he had 63 goals last year. Can you check his power play production? But Pastrnak had like 60 goals as well, right? Also, Dorofeyev is there twice? That's why. Okay, that's why I was confused. I was saying where... So Dorofeyev goes here. Voronkov goes here. Swap their size, not swap their units. Got it, thank you. Come on. There you go. So Tolvanen will stay there, unless... Who else would be in? Novotny... No, we'll keep it like that. What was Ho's power play production? Let's see. 15 power play goals last year, 20 the year before. And Pastrnak... No, he hasn't hit... He's only at 52, but 15, 20 year before as well. Let's start like that. And then we'll see as things need to go. Let's play them both on the first unit. How about that? Of the 4-man. And here again, McAvoy. I'm sorry, the finisher. Unit number 2. Distributor is Mumbert. Finisher is Ho. Carrier is Lundell. Okay. Mumbert, Tolvanen, Dorofeyev, sure. Okay. And then the penalty kill, I'll probably just let the computer do it at once for the penalty kill unless there's anything really crazy. Like Lundell needs to play center. Lindholm can swap with... Actually, Tolvanen. We love Eli Tolvanen. Tolvanen, then we'll go Beniers and Minton. No, we'll go Beniers and... Lindholm. And then Minton on the third with Novotny. Give Novotny a little ice time. Not ideal 3-star defense, but hopefully he can grow a little bit. And that'll be his chance with Minton. Okay. 3-man PK. Lindholm's good on defense. I don't mind him being there. Beniers, Lundell. Good. Extra lines. Good. Beniers, Pastrnak, McAvoy. Lundell, Voronkov. No, it's going to be Randy Ho. Ginla. Voronkov, Lakovic. No, that's... I mean, no. 56 faceoffs, no. That'll be... Maybe even Lindholm. Lindholm's been producing. And then the shootout. That looks good to me. All right. We are good to continue, ladies and gentlemen. Huge splash trade made here in Boston. Randy Ho, welcome to the Bruins organization. Svechnikov and Vikingstad off to the Oilers. They are a winning team. They made a big move there. That's good for their top 6. I wonder how their lineup looks now. Let's see the Oilers lines. I wonder how they've looked with that change. Oilers now, yeah, look at this. Draisaitl, McDavid, Svechnikov. Second line, Roslovic, Vikingstad, Howard. Yeah, that was the right move for them. And then even Savento makes the NHL. Eric Vikingstad, thank you for your service here. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts of 5 seasons in Boston. A 60-point season, but just not quite taking that opportunity as an 87 overall. He'll do it with McDavid and Draisaitl, but not quite doing it with us. and the playoff records as well. 22 points in 35 games. He had some good times, and we wish him all the best in Edmonton. Svechnikov, we knew it probably wasn't going to last. Just not scoring enough goals. So he'll score 50 with McDavid and Draisaitl, but there you go. All right, big change made, and now we're ready to take on the Vegas Golden Knights. They're 8-10-2. We're 11-9-0. Making his Bruins debut, Randy Ho. Let's do it. Hosting the Vegas Golden Knights. Welcome to all 22 of you watching. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe for all of our franchise mode content, hockey card content, all the stuff going on here on the channel. We'd love to have you join the team. First period ends 3-1 Bruins. Pinto with the opening goal, but then Beniers, Novotny, and Lindholm. First, third, and fourth lines getting in on the action. Second period, 4-1. Eeli Tolvanen up on that third line. Yes, take it to Carter Hart. Good. Up by 3 in the third period. Tolvanen getting promoted to the third line. He waited patiently, and now he gets his chance. He scores a goal right away. Power play for the Bruins. Killed off. Let's call it a night. 4-1 the final. Shots end 34-33 for Vegas, but we have a big 4-1 victory. Osgood 33 saves. McAvoy 2 assists. Novotny, I believe he had the game-winning goal. And the Bruins win. This guy's on waivers now for the Oilers. 79 overall. Actually, yeah, we need defense. So we'll claim him and send him down. No problem with me. There he is. All right. Great. So we'll see. Should Ho play on the first line, or does he stick second line? We'll see how things go over. Let's give him, at least a 5 or 10 game trial on second line and second unit power play. Hey, Ronnie, welcome to the stream. One of our channel members checking in. Welcome, buddy. December 1st, welcome. All right. Continuing on here against the Rangers, hosting them at TD Garden, 3-2 win, very nice. Let's get into the calendar, by the way. What's our longest winning streak of the season? I think like 3 games. Thanks for the like, Ronnie. We should probably put him in the AHL lineup. Yes, we will. I just don't want to do best lines yet until Preston comes back. When Preston comes back, I'll put him in the AHL lines. I don't want to have to waste time doing all the changes again. All right, here we go, hosting the 8-3 win against the the Lightning after beating the Rangers. 8-3 win. Dallas, 7-6 shootout loss. That was a shootout, no pun intended. 3-1 loss against the Stars. A third, what? And then I think Preston should be back by the 17th, something like that. On the road against the Wild, 3-2 loss. So 3 losses in a row after all those wins. Preston is back. All right, so let's make the best AHL lines we can do now. With Pakal, whatever his name is, playing there as well. Kyle Wood, 9 points in 19 games. An absolute behemoth of a human. Thompson, yeah, they're going to move up here. So Thompson's second line, we said. Jack Guy can come here. Second line, we'll put... Actually, JC Seal should probably be there. Yannicki can play there. Boucher with Jack Guy and Steves, that's fine. We need the ice time for the younger guys. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, our longest win streak of the season, I think 3 games. On the road against Utah, 6-1 win against the Mammoth, good. Willinder upper body injury. Kyle Wood, he is unreal. How does he do it? And why did they switch? Actually, this is supposed to be here. My bad. And Tolvanen, yeah, that's fine. Defense. All right, so Mombert will go up, and Crevier will enter the lineup. There you go. Until Willinder comes back. 4-3 overtime loss. We're 15-11-2 in a wild card spot right now. So 1-2-3. Yeah, that's still our longest streak of the season. 3 wins. Here we go against Timothy Kaiser and the Flames. Let's see this one. They're 12-12-3. When are the Oilers coming up? I definitely want to see them. First period, 1-0. Mombert shorthanded goal. Second period, 2-1. Kelly ties it, then Lakovic puts us ahead. 2-1 Bruins, shots 29-17 through 40. Pastrnak makes it a 2-goal game, and then Iginla puts it to bed. Craig Iginla, not any relation to Jerome Iginla. Broberg gets 1, and that ends 44-26. The shots in our favor, and we win 4-2. Mombert, goal and assist. Lakovic, a goal and 5 hits. Novotny, 2 assists. He's starting to get with it. Slowly. 4-2 win. 16-11-2 is the record. Did we already play Edmonton? I don't think we did. Edmonton, we faced them on January 30th. That'll be exciting. All right, how many games are we in now? 29. Let's try and get closer to the halfway point. So 4-2 win there against the Flames. Willinder is back. Do we put him in or do we keep Crevier? Crevier. Willander, 9 points plus 5. And actually, hold on. DiPietro came in because we did best lines there. DiPietro playing on 1 game, 760 save percentage. So, Gidloff, get back in there. Crevier, 2 games, 1 assist, plus 1. All right, let's give him in a little while longer. And Randy Ho, what has he done as a Bruin so far? 10 games, 10 points. Nice. Hopefully we're still in a playoff spot by then. Yes. 10 games, 10 points from Randy Ho. Point per game. Great. More than he was doing with Boston. Yeah, all right. Let's continue like that. On the road against the Blackhawks, 6-4 win. That's 2 in a row. Can we get to 4 in a row? On the road against the Blues, 4-3 win. Here we go against the Avalanche, 3-2 loss. We can't get more than 3 wins in a row. 3-2 loss, 1 goal game there. On the road against the Flyers, 4-3 shootout win. Blue Jackets, 1-0 shutout victory. Our first shutout of the season. More than he was doing in Edmonton, that's true. For the third against Florida, 4-3 overtime loss. Sabres, we beat them in the shootout 4-3. Nice. 21-12-3. We're pulling away from our 500 record. And we lose 3-0. Here we go against the Jets, the team that beat us in the Stanley Cup final a couple of years ago. They are 26-8-1. On the road against the Jets, let's see this one. We faced them twice in 2 weeks. First period, 1-0 Voronkov. Second period, 3-0 Kesselring and Tolvanen. Oh yeah, absolutely going to slow sim that game. 3-0 Bruins, that's a great start here. 4-0, call it a night. 6-1 the final, Lundell and Tolvanen. Yes, we'd love to see that against the Jets. Goal and 2 assists from Lundell, 2 assists from Tolvanen. That's the Tolvanen Hall of Fame legend we know. And 27 saves from Gavin Osgood. Okay. Good 6-1 win. We are 22-13-3. Approaching the halfway point. That's 38, 39, 40. Game 41 will be against the Jets in a week. We'll face them again. Crevier is healthy. Good. On the road against the Flyers, 5-2 loss. Hosting the LA Kings. Sheriff's LA Kings, 3-1 loss. They're a sub-500 team by a ton. And we lose back-to-back games. And we've lost 3 out of 4. Now let's go against the Jets. Again, our 41st game of the season. Will we be on a 44 pace again? First period, 1-1 Zegras and Lindholm. Second period, 2-1 Morrissey puts them up. Gidloff starting this one. Jets are up 2-1 after 40. Power play Winnipeg. Dupont. Landon Dupont, Data 72 Hall of Famer. Power play Winnipeg. Power play Boston. Killed off. Down by 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the halfway point, we will once again be... Hold on, Tolvanen makes it a 1-goal game. Hold on, 3 minutes to go. No, we will once again be on a 44-win pace. Through 6 seasons, we have won... If we include this season, let's say we win 44 games this year, that will be 5 out of 6 seasons where we win 45 or 44 games. Year 1, 44, then 37, then 45, then 45, then 44. Not another 44-win season. Come on, guys. When are we going to pull away? So at the halfway point, we're on pace to go 44, 32, and 6. That's not good enough. We're barely in a wild card spot. That is not good enough. Connor McDavid, that's not good enough. What can we fix here? In the entire NHL, well, the Avalanche are in the wildcard spot in 8th place. Ho is still adjusting the system. We've got to do a line fit for him. 15th in the entire NHL. 3.44 goals for per game. One of the highest in the league. But 3.05 goals against. Too high as well. What are the numbers on the special teams? 16.8% on the power play. 14th in the league. Penalty kill 84%. 14th in the league. Both just mediocre. Suzuki's on the Penguins? What? All right, Pasternak's on pace for 88 points and just 42 goals and just 12 power play points? How is this possible? Randy Ho, what has he done as a Bruin? 9 goals and 21 points in 21 games. Good, more than he was doing in Edmonton. More than he was doing in Edmonton, but not getting enough ice time. I think we put him on the first line. We're going to try him on the first line. Matty Beniers doing well, but is it enough? Everyone's doing... No one's like standing out as doing horribly. Like Dorofeyev on pace for 44 points playing second line. Come on. Novotny's decent. No one stands out as a huge problem, but like... Krivia will swap him back with a Wallinder. But like nothing to write home about. Osgood 20, 10, and 3. Gidloff is struggling now as a backup 2 and 5. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's make some changes here. Maybe it's a coaching issue. Who's out there in staff free agency? Rick Tocchet. Rick Tocchet. Do we bring in Rick Tocchet? 59% fit. A plus everything except for A teaching. I mean, we got to be better defensively. Keefe has A plus everything except for offense, teaching, and influence with the A. I mean, Keefe hasn't been bad. Okay, Ho's going to the first line. Randy Ho, first line, and we'll try to see if we can get some sort of fit going. Dorofeyev, I guess maybe with Voronkov that'll change something. So a little change in the top 6. It's more the special teams we're going to be mixing up here. On defense, Krivy out, Wallinder back in. Maybe a special units coach? Maybe. Mombert recently since going back to the top 4. Decent enough. The plus minuses. Okay, we'll see what we can do there, Zyke. Goalies, let's put... Hey, Flamecraft, welcome aboard, buddy. Let's put DiPietro in for a few opportunities. Now, power play. How are we not scoring? So... let's get more of a playmaker. I don't know, Dorofeyev as a sniper doesn't work. Who's more of a playmaker? Maybe we even try Lindholm. We have no playmakers on this team, basically. But who sims like a playmaker? Maybe Lakovic. Maybe swap Dorofeyev and Lakovic. And Voronkov out. Mombert's a playmaker, as with high passing goes here. And the high puck skills, I guess. Second unit. Nah, I don't think I like that. Swap back. Voronkov can go back. Our playmaker is in the AHL and injured. No, Preston is back. But yeah, he's in the AHL. Lundell has good playmaking ability. Maybe that does something. Then really the penalty kills where we got to make changes. Okay, so Lundell. Let's try first center will be Beniers, and on the defensive side of things, let's go maybe Evans. Swap Mombert and Kesselring. On the power play, you mean? I feel like Ho should get a shot at power play 1. It's just he's a right-handed shot, so he can't be the finisher. Only one can be the finisher between Pasternak and Ho. Might be worth a call-up at some point so we can stay at 24 gameplay so we can call their chances. Yeah, good point, good point. Kesselring. He has the 5-star shooting, but he never produces, really. Oh, even strength? Alright, fair enough. More reliable backup would help a lot. You told me to get Gidloff, Yorkie. At even strength. Does Ho need to adjust the power play? That's exactly what I was thinking. Mombert, Kesselring swap. Alright, let's do that at even strength. On a penalty kill, Kesselring, McAvoy, Beniers, Tolvin, and the former Kraken can go together. Second unit, Lundell, Lindholm is strong. With Iginla and Evans. I like that. And do we need to trade for a playmaker? Also an idea. Maybe Dorofeyev gets traded for a playmaker. Novotny with the 3-star defense. We're trying to give him ice time, but it's not working out. Lakovic, maybe? Yeah, 4-star defense. Alright, Lakovic can go there instead. Swap these guys. Okay. Now, who needs to fit? Who needs a better fit? Fits are okay there. Power play. Ho to the better power play fit would be helpful. Preston, how's he doing in the AHL then? Preston, yeah, good playmaking. 6 goals, 16 assists, 22 points in 28 games for Mathis Preston. But Hossein's a playmaker as well who has good production. Texte's a playmaker as well, right? Okay. And who else in the even strength lines needs a better fit? Ho for the first line. Or for the power play. Probably for the power play is more important. Already has the +5 there. Lundell already fits pretty well in the second line, but yeah. Tolvanen for the third line. Yeah, maybe Tolvanen for the third line. Melton went down from 79 to 79. Really? Could it be? 79 to 75? That much of a drop? Randy. Scheme fit. Convincing. Yes. All right. Let's go power play fit for Randy Ho. Then we said 12 maybe for the third line. Convincing, but no. He's actually been pretty good. He hasn't been struggling at all. Just looking for a better fit. Who else? Ho fits perfectly there now. Great. Oh, that's awesome. So fitting to the power play also made him fit the first line. Ooh, nice. Maybe fitting to the power play will make the power play better, is what I'm saying. Pasternak fitting the first line would also make him fit the power play. He has a check mark and a dash. Let's try Pasternak as well before we move on. Scheme fit 50-50. Nice. Power play. Awesome. Okay, so Pasternak a better fit on the power play as well now, who hasn't been doing super well. And we'll continue like that. So there are some small changes made. Here we go against the Penguins, who are 13, 24, and 4. We're on pace to win 44 games. That's not enough. We got to be better than that. DiPietro's going to get the start in this one, and let's do it. First period, 2-1 Bruins. McGroarty opens it up, and then McAvoy and Randy Ho get us going. Second period, 2-1 it remains. Shots 18-17 for Boston. We only lead by 1. We got to extend this lead. Let's go. Top line, Randy Ho got a goal with Beniers and Pasternak. I want to see more from that first line, possibly the best first line in hockey. 10 minutes ago in the third period, still just a 1-goal game. DiPietro having to make miracles out there. Will that be enough? And thankfully it will be. Shots end 30-30. 29 saves from Michael DiPietro. Well done, first star. Randy Ho, the game-winning goal in that first line. And King Arthur Shilov's third star for the Penguins. All right, DiPietro might start some more games. We'll see. Let's go see the Kraken. As Tolvanen, Beniers, and Evans all play against their old team. Here we go. First period, 2-1 Kraken. Furcus opens it up. Tolvanen against his old team, but then Wright puts them back ahead. Second period, 2-2. Voronkov ties it. Shots are 23-22 for Boston. Third period now. Let's go. We have some life. Yeah, I can't wait for that Oilers game. We'll go in and maybe even watch part of it, like in the actual gameplay. 10 minutes ago, tie game here. Bruins and Kraken. Tight matchup with 5 minutes ago. Brazeau puts us ahead. Justin Brazeau, 3-2 Bruins. Fourth liner puts us up. And that'll be enough. Voronkov has an empty netter with 1 second left. Shots end from what an angle as well. Shots end 37-31. And the Bruins win 4-2. Osgood, 29 saves. Voronkov, 2 goals. Dorofeyev, 2 assists. And the Bruins win 4-2. Huge win to now go 24-16 and 3. Win back-to-back games. I love big goals from unexpected heroes. Yes, Brazeau, the hero. We've won back-to-back. Can we make it 3 or even 4 in a row? Let's keep going. All right, here on the road against the Kings. Canucks, then the Kings. 5-3 win to make it a 4th in a row. Yes, for the first time this year, we win 4 in a row. 2-1 win against the Kings. And then we lose 3-2 against Vegas. All right, so the Western Conference swing in Seattle, in Vancouver, in Los Angeles, in Vegas, in Nashville, 5-2 win, hosting the Ducks, 3-2 win, and now here we go. We are 28-17 and 4. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1 since making those line changes at the halfway point. Awesome. Taking on the 29, 15, and 2 Edmonton Oilers. And we definitely got to see what their production has been. So since making the trade, Pastrnak has 1 point in 6 games. Are you kidding me? Randy Ho, since making that trade, Randy Ho, 25 points in 28 games. Sorry, and the Oilers, let's see their crazy production here. Svechnikov, he has 20 points in 26 games, of course. And Vikingstad has 16 points in 26 games. All right. So let's see it. Huge matchup here at TD Garden. Oilers and Bruins. Let's get ready to rumble. First period, 2-1 Bruins early. Randy Ho scores twice against his old team. Power play goal and then even strength. Barron scores on the power play for the Oilers. We're up 1. Second period, 3-1. Randy Ho completes the hat trick. A 22-minute and 2-second hat trick. Oh my goodness, Randy Ho. All 3 goals coming from him in 22 minutes and 2 seconds. Oh yes, and Swayman against his former team as well. Huge matchup here. Swayman, Vikingstad, and Svechnikov. Big bad revenge. Oh my goodness. Randy Ho, we're up by 2 in the third period. Power play Bruins. It's Dorofeyev with a power play goal to put us up by 3 now. Voronkov, 5 on 25. 6 on 26. Past Jeremy Swayman, we know how to get through him. 3 power play goals in 2 minutes and 6 seconds. And we're up 6-1, destroying the Oilers. 6 on 26 past Jeremy Swayman, that bum. And the Bruins win 6-1. What a game. Shots end 35-30. Randy Ho, first star. Statement game, 3 goals and an assist. Pastrnak, 4 assists. Osgood, 29 saves. January 30th, officially known as Randy Ho Day in Boston. What time is it? 6 past Swayman. Let's see, what was the save percentage? Did he even get pulled? Save percentage in the end? Yes, he allows 6 on 26 and gets pulled. Love it. Skaters, let's see. Svechnikov, 1 assist, -1. Vikingstad, even, zeros everywhere. 3 shots, 2 hits, 2 penalty minutes. And Randy Ho with the hat trick. What a statement game indeed. All right, continuing on. Okay. All-Star break coming up. A few games against the Penguins, the lowly Penguins. Jack-Eye is a +0 there. Okay, great. And let's go see maybe some divisional games. Maybe like the Maple Leafs, a team with a similar record. All right. Into the month of February we go. On the road against the Penguins. Melanson, okay, no problem. Head coach replace. March 2nd against Edmonton. Yes, we'll see Edmonton again. On the road against the Penguins. Penguins 4-2 win. There we go. 5-game win streak now. Okay, as we beat the Penguins 4-2 and the Blue Jackets 3-1. That's 5 in a row, or is it even more? 5. Yeah, 5 in a row now. New longest streak of the season. 31, 17, and 3 is the record. All right. Penguins beat us 6-4 at home. Melanson's back to full health. He has low lead. Why isn't he playing? I gotta get him in the lineup here. Don O'Reilly. Oldrick, how you doing in Providence, man? 10 points in 28 games. That's nice. More ice time than Bakersfield? Yes. Okay. Back to the NHL. 6-4 loss there against the Penguins. But Melons, we need some top players to be playing with Mathis Preston, that's why. Back-to-back losses after the All-Star break, 6-4 and 4-1. Red Wings beat us 2-1. So 3 straight losses after the All-Star break, and we're back in a wild card spot. Ridiculous. Here we go against the Maple Leafs, who are 32, 18, and 6. 3 losses in a row post All-Star break. Yannicki already grew +3. I didn't even realize that. Awesome. First period, 2-2. All right, Raquel opens it up. Wallinder and Ho short-handed. Puts us back up, then Raquel scores his second, 2-2 after 20. Second period, 3-3 after 40. Another shorthanded goal. Mombert, all right. DeBrusque ties the game, though. Shots are 25-24 for Boston. All tied at 3 after 40 minutes. We have 2 shorthanded goals tonight. Getting a little bit lucky out there. Third period now. I'd rather have Jack-Eye or Boucher play top line with Preston because they're 79. Fair enough. All right. Power play Boston killed off. Final 5 minutes in this one. Will we see overtime? 3 minutes to go. This is a huge game, so you know what? Let's go in and see this. Shots are 38-33 for Boston. A huge extra point up for grabs here. Let's go see it. We haven't hopped in yet this episode. Bruins, Maple Leafs, overtime. Here at TD Garden.
For those of you just joining us, we are just about to drop the puck here on overtime.
All right, Veneers on the dot, 50.7% chance to win. That's cool, and he does. Pastrnak with possession, back to McAvoy. 3-on-3, let's see how bad this is at 3-on-3. McAvoy into the corner, in front, broken up by Matthews. Now here's a break the other way. Nylander with space, coming in, big pad save. Hits into the goalie, no call, come on, disrespect. Kotaspakov versus Monberry. Hold on, Carlo, big slap, that's blocked. McAvoy, let's go. Skate up. Matty Beniers, 2-on-1 with space. Pastrnak breaking in alone. Waited too long himself to the puck. Can't get the shot away. All right, Nylander, Carlo, 2-on-1 the other way. Matthews and Carlo. Matthews to Brendan Carlo. Big slap shot. Blocker save Osgood. Matthews, glove save Osgood. And then he hangs on to this one. Whew. Kotaspakov versus Monbear fight. RD Kotaspakov are two creative players in this one. All right, Ho and Lundell are out for us. Evans and Kotaspakov out for the Maple Leafs. Carlo on your first OT line. Let's go Lundell on the dot. This has got to be a win for Anton. Defensive zone draw. Lundell gets pushed. We lose possession. Kotaspakov. Carlo! Big shoulder save there. He's still out. All right, Randy Ho. Skate, big boy. Skate, Randy. With Kotaspakov on his back. Ho to Iginla! And that gets, I don't know. Something happened that made it like a bouncer shot. Evans to Kotaspakov, glove save in tight from Osgood. Letting up too many shots here, my goodness. Big saves from Gavin Osgood here in overtime. Lindholm, Voronkov are out now. Up there for most wins is Gavin Osgood. Lindholm on the dot now against Evans. Evans wins it again. Siegenthaler, that's a stop there through traffic. Kotaspakov a bum. Board pin, McAvoy fighting. Get in there, McAvoy. Siegenthaler takes the hit. There you go. Voronkov breaking away. Let's go. Skate. Skate Voronkov. With some space and a man with him. On net blocker save. Lindholm. Board pin. Halo Creamy. Welcome to the stream. One of our channel members checking in. Welcome aboard, buddy. Speaking of channel members, we're having a channel member exclusive stream coming up sometime next week. Keep an eye on that. Kotaspakov with space. Big save from Osgood. And he'll hang on. Lines are getting very tired now. We'll take a face-off. A timeout. They're exhausted out here. All right. Guzda. It's going to be MLB The Show centered. Since we can't play franchise mode, it'll be something else. Well, related to franchise mode, but not like a franchise mode series. More of a franchise mode one-off. All right, Charlie McAvoy with space on net. Gustav will hang on to that. All right, offensive zone draw now. Here's a chance for us with 3:15 going overtime. Shots are 41-40 for the Maple Leafs. Yeah, Hobbsy. Hobbsy's the one who had the idea. We're going to start with a stream on a weekday or a weekend. Hold on. Push there. Raquel takes it. Weekday I probably can't while I'm working, but weekend I absolutely can make it. So maybe we'll try and work it like that to make the most channel members possible. Maybe a week from tomorrow it'll be. Sometime in the week, there'll be a stream for everybody, and then maybe on the Saturday, it'll be a channel member exclusive stream, which is like kind of like a different version of that stream. The first stream for everybody will be a little like taste test, and then if people want to become a channel member to see that stream, they can, since they've seen a little bit of it. All right, with numbers here, the face-off formations, I don't know, man. 2-on-1, Comfer, Nylander, Carlo, big glove save, Osgood. What an acrobatic save there from Gavin. Having to make miracles out here. Nylander and Matthews are out for them. Lundell and Ho for us. Lundell with that face-off sense. Matthews wins it. Siegenthaler glove save Osgood, who hangs on again for some reason. Bailing us out, yes, Dice. And we keep losing all these face-offs. My goodness, what are the face-off metrics here? Face-offs somehow 50-47 for us. I'd love to know what they are in this overtime. Not just Oz good, Oz great. Yeah, I can change the formation, but I'm not interested enough to do it. All right, big face-off win finally. Ho behind the net, looking to lead the charge. I don't know what Iginla's doing up there, but here we go. Randy Ho with space. Thank you. The Red Sea opens, and Guza makes the save. Offensive zone drawn now for Lundell. 35 points on the season in his first year as a Bruin. Lundell wins it back to the point. Again, the one-timer scores! Randy Ho, overtime winner! Wow, what a blast from the point. All coming from the face-off victory. That's why Anton Lundell is out there. Lundell wins the face-off, passes it, gets it back to Iginla. Iginla to Ho, and it's an absolute nuclear missile in overtime. Randy Ho, what a blast! Oh my goodness. Woo-hoo-hoo. Shooting percentage at 14.4% in his career. Randy Ho blasts it blocker side. OT win for the Bruins. That's an extra point for us in a big matchup against the Maple Leafs. Shots end 43-42. Osgood made miracles. It's Hover. Yes. Big win. And that's an extra point for the Bruins, who are now, let's see, 4 points back of the Maple Leafs. It's going to be very tight here. Huge game against the Lightning coming up as well. Yeah, Lightning, Panthers, Maple Leafs, all these teams, it's going to be tight. On the road against Tampa, let's go see this one as the deadline approaches. First period, 2-1 Lightning. Toffoli and Mini Vanilli. Fraser Minton gets one for us. Second period, 5-4. What a period! Brazeau, then Kucherov, then Lundell, and Minton's second. Patty Kane makes it a tie game, but Pasternak puts us up with a minute 09 left, just like 20 seconds after Kane. Shots are 26-16 for the Lightning, but we are leading 5-4, 5-on-16. Past Andrei Vasilevsky, we lead by 1. Power play Lightning start the period, killed off. And that will be even strength now. 15 minutes to go. What a period. Power play goal to Foley to tie this game at 5. And Jake Gensel makes it 6. 6-on-30 past Osgood. We had 5-on-16. There's Craig Iginla, 6-on-22 past Vasilevsky. Both goalies getting carved up here. 5 minutes to go. Anton Lundell, the extra point is good. 7-6 Bruins. Is that enough? Oh my, no! Kucherov! With 3 seconds left. What a game this has been. Shots 41-26 for the Lightning, but we're tied 7-7. No defense on either side. 7-7 game. We're off to overtime. Kucherov sending it to OT. 3-on-3 action, and we're off to a shootout where the Bruins win! Matty Beniers gets the lone goal in the shootout. Yes, very wild epic. What a game where there's no goalie on either side. But we once again get the extra point. We get it against the Maple Leafs. We get it against the Lightning. 2 big points from those 2 games. Lundell, 2 goals and an assist. Let's see the stats in this one. Plus minuses. +1 from Kane, O'Reilly, and Lindgren. Everyone else, -3 or worse. Pretty much everyone at -1. JJ Moser, -3. And here for the Bruins, let's see. We had a bunch of pluses. +3s from Minton and Lindholm and all that. -2 from Ho, Pasternak, and Beniers. Really. Evans, McElroy, -1. 1 assist from Ho on 7 goals. Fantasy players furious. No points in a 7 goal game from a guy like Lakovic. Boy. All right, neither goalie looked great, but we get the extra point yet again. 8-7 victory in overtime. Sorry, in the shootout. Now with 69 points, 2 back of the Maple Leafs and 4 back of the Lightning. We gain some points there. All right, let's go to the Oilers again as we get closer to the deadline. 3 more games between now and then. Okay, on the road against the Islanders. Back-to-back road games there. 8-4 win, back-to-back high-scoring affairs for us. 8-4 win against the Islanders. Hosting the Devils for a 6-3 win. All right, this is where we'll make some changes in the AHL. Let's get Boucher on that top line with Preston playing. And then down here we'll have Steves come in. All right. Who's on defense here? Packle, Wood, Brunet, McKenzie, Jokela, Tiervinen, whatever his name is. Okay, not sure why that was like that. 6-3 win against the Devils. I forgot to switch back. We're 33-15-4 in Providence. Nice. All right, that is 4 wins in a row now. On the road against the Flames, who are a losing team with Timothy Kaiser. Flames, we beat them 5-2. All right, we're 36-20-3. 75 points now, tied with the Lightning. 2 points back from Maple Leafs, finally. Crazy question to Habs fans. If history went differently and Montreal was not named the Canadiens, which name would you pick? I mean, they've had a lot of good names in their history. The Montreal, like Montreal Maroons was fun. I want some Avery McIntyre level goal scoring out of Ho. Yes, that's a great callback there, Cagney. The Montreal what? The Montreal Fleur-de-Lis? All right, the Oilers are 34-21-2. Another quick update now against the Oilers. Let's make sure we get our updates. Swayman at a .905 save percentage and 2.9 goals against average. Pastrnak slowing down, but the team is scoring at least. Randy Ho is now leading, that's why. So Ho, let's see, 25 goals and 43 points in 39 games as a Bruin. Yes! And over on Edmonton, Avery McIntyre, Data 72 Hall of Famer Avery McIntyre. Let's see, Sveshnikov slowed down, I think. Sveshnikov now 27 points in 37 games, -4. And Vikingstad, 18 goals, 24 points, +6 in 37 games for the Oilers. All right, Himothy, sure. Himothy, 46 points in 61 games from Himothy Kaiser, playing 21:30 per night. All right, here we go on the road against the Oilers. Randy Ho back at Rogers Place. Well, yeah, we'll check Allison after. Sorry, too late, Hobbsy. Here we go. First period, 1-1 game. Lindholm opens it up. Rozovic on the power play. Remember, Ho had a hat-trick last time these two teams played each other. Second period, no scoring. Shots are 29-19 in our favor, but we're tied at 1 through 40. Third period now. 1 goal might be enough, and it's Randy Ho on the power play. Oh my goodness. And Ho again, back-to-back power play goals from Randy Ho. Power play Edmonton. 5 goals in 2 games against the Oilers now. Davidson shorthanded goals, a 1-goal game. But Randy Ho says, I want another hat trick. Oh my goodness. Randy Ho with back-to-back hat tricks. Annihilation. I love it, Eloi. Randy Ho with a third period hat trick. He got his last hat trick in 22 minutes and 2 seconds. He got this hat trick in like less than 11 minutes. I won't do the math. Oh my goodness. Ho hates the Oilers now. A man's fury. Shots end 40-30. Ho, no, it's not fair. Hat trick Randy Ho, 3 assists Dorofeyev, 28 saves Gavin Osgood. Randy Ho, a man on a mission. Yes, finally. Yes, we'll check out the Canadiens now. Oh my goodness. Logan Allison over in Montreal. 43 points in 43 games. Very nice. Hobbsy. So now, as a Bruin... And you know what? This is where we can finally use those split stat things that are so rare to see. Split stats. Let's see. Against the Oilers, Randy Ho... no, can I see it here? Yes. Yes. Against the Oilers, Randy Ho... 2 games, 6 goals, and 7 points. And a +2. 6 goals and 7 points in 2 games against the Bruins in his career now. Oh my goodness, I love it. I think we made the right call there. We gave up a ton of value, and they said they're dancing in the streets. Well, we say dance on. Big win against the Oilers as we approach the deadline. Randy just hates Edmonton now. 2 more games until the deadline on the road against the Ducks and Sharks. 46 shooting percentage. You what? 6-2 win. DiPietro injured foot. Head coach replace. A 46 shooting percentage against the Oilers. You what? 6-2 win. 4-2 win. Yes, that now makes it a 6, 7, 8 game win streak. 39-20-3. Finally. And we're in a divisional spot. Do we make any moves at the deadline? I don't think so, but always good to do our due diligence. Sorry, going to the trade blocks. Let's see, who's out there in the NHL? 6-7, you know. You heard what I said. Ooh, look who's on the block in Anaheim. McTavish and Cutter Gauthier. What? Mason McTavish, Future watch auto we won't talk about. And Cutter Gauthier, expiring contract for Cutter Gauthier. Power forward, big cutter. That's crazy. But what kind of moves would... he had 34 points last year. Just 43 points this year. I don't know if Cutter Gauthier is a guy we want to make a big splash for when he's not really producing. Mason McTavish. Oh, actually, 59 points from Mason McTavish in 61 games. But who would move out on a team like this? Who would move out on our team? They don't want much either. King Turby, welcome to stream, Your Royal Highness King Turby. I'm sorry we had to trade Viking stat to the Oilers, but it was for a good cause. And it's been worth it. But King Turby gave us our blessing. If we had to trade him, we had to trade him. Lakovic down to an 84. He was an 85. Maybe he lost some of the physical stuff. Like, who would we trade to bring in a Cutter Gauthier? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Would Dorofeyev be swapped? I mean, Dorofeyev's been turning it around. He was on what? Was it a 44-point pace? Now he's at 46 points in 62 games. He's been really hot in this second half of the season. Really, yeah, he even has, let's see, 13 points in his last 10 games. I don't think we want to trade Dorofeyev. And a great contract as well. Dorofeyev for Gauthier would be my thought, but he's been better. Yeah, Dorofeyev, why force the deal if Dorofeyev's been better? For Gauthier. Burr never got close to 30 for a good while. Like, this would be the trade here. But do we want Cutter Gauthier for Pavel Dorofeyev? This chance might not come around again. Is this a move that we would want to do? Brazeau for Gauthier? No. A fourth liner is not going to go for Cutter Gauthier. Things seem to be working, you know? Maybe we trade for his rights if things don't work out. Maybe we can trade for his rights at the draft. That's an idea too. Keep that in mind. I don't think we make a forward trade. Maybe there's a defense upgrade, like Yorkie was saying, Marcus Pettersson. Yeah, but think about it. Even if he's an 85, why would they want to trade Brazeau for Cutter Gauthier? Maybe a splash at the draft. Gotta think realism as well, as much as possible. I'd love to get Cutter, but I don't want to rock the boat, says Cagney. That's exactly my thinking. Buffalo, nobody. Calgary, more of those same prospects in Calgary. Carolina, Chicago, Colorado. Still Sam Girard on the block. That's interesting. Sam Girard, 35 points, -2. Has 4-star defense. Oh, but he doesn't want to come here. We can't even get him anyways. What if they're gone in the next few days? Also true. Moritz Seider still out here, but on that right side, it's that left side really more. We already have Mombert, we have McAvoy. What do we get for Viking? It was Viking and Sveshnikov to Edmonton for Randy Ho, who's been a scoring animal. Brazeau would make sense as a roster player going back, but we definitely need to sweeten it a fair bit. Yeah, there's the roster player, but for the value to make sense, we have to give a lot more. I mean, maybe we do it, but we just got to add a lot more. Like maybe a more realistic roster option if we're saying like maybe Carter Verhaeghe. No, but not for 3 years left on his contract. Sean Monahan, Sam Bennett. No, maybe Monahan. 40 points, 4.5-star defense. What are your needs? I'm new to the series. No problem, Andre. Needs. I don't think we have many needs. We're like a 40-win team with a deadline. Maybe an upgrade on defense. Defense 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wallinder has 15 points and is a +8. He hasn't been bad at all. But he's gone next season. Crevier is there in the backup role. And of course, Kyle Wood in the shadows. Because longer term, I don't know if we want to go get guys like Gauthier and whatnot. Because we have a lot of forwards who are ready to make the NHL soon. Hordichuk's at an 82 now. This guy's destroying the OHL. Hordichuk's an 82 overall. He needs to make the team. Vyacheslav Emelin. Is that his name? No, legend. Valerie Emelin. Doing very well. Preston ready to make the team as well. So I don't see us trading for big long-term pieces. Kesselring's looking good. There's potentially a Seider swap there. Well, on defense, McAvoy and Evans. I could see a top pair lefty coming in. But on the right, Do we really want to move value for Sider just to play him second pair? Kesselring, 27 points, plus 26. Sign on. Oh, he doesn't want to even go to... He doesn't want... Oh, no, he's tradable. He is tradable to the Red Wings. Okay. It's a lot of value as well. Expiring deal. No, I don't think it works. One of the lefties in Columbus, you said? Yeah, Kesselring's playing well. Werenski, no move clause. Riley, okay. Matejchuk, 84. Yeah, Kesselring has been fantastic. He's been good. What's Joe King's value? Over in Carolina. Joe King, right D, left D. Yeah, wouldn't work there either, really. All right, let's continue on. So, Monahan is an idea from the Panthers. All right. Mini, Montreal, Nashville, New Jersey. Islanders have Adam Pelech. That's a Band-Aid, though. There's term there. Rangers, Senators, Ridley Gregg. Ooh, 86 overall. Ridley Gregg with 4.5-star defense, 3-star physical. He's got that Bruins feel to him, that's for sure. Expiring 86 overall. Let's come back to that. I like that idea. Let's come back. Sanheim, 85. That's an expiring guy as well. I mean, if he wants to come here, I could see us trading Sanheim for Willander. Does that rock the boat? To get an upgrade on third pair left D? Willander and a pick for Travis Sanheim, or is that just not necessary? 4.5-star skating. Sanheim might not be a bad upgrade for that third pair D. If we're talking third pair D. Willander and a third gets it close. It would just take a little bit more to make that work. Let's keep that in mind. Willander is good, don't get me wrong. I'm more than happy to keep him. But it might be a nice upgrade. Penguins, Sharks, put Coles in. Postseason, put Coles in. Kako, Lozon. How's long? It's just Willander's on an expiring contract. DeBrusque still out here, hey? Raquel. Sanheim, no, he's not a long... Because both Sanheim or Willander, either one, somebody's leaving next year. Whoever we get. Utah still has Sergachev. I mean, maybe Sergachev's our top pair left D. Maybe he can be that guy. Riker Evans has been good. Maybe we go after Mikhail Sergachev, but expiring contract, that's going to be expensive. Would confirm the Leafs be an upgrade on Lindholm? No, Lindholm's not leaving. We can't trade Lindholm. He's been a legend. We've got to try and get him a cup. Marcus Pettersson, 5-star defense, 3-star skating. He's 34, expiring contract, but 5-star defense. Maybe he'd be a less expensive upgrade on Willander, maybe. Instead of Sanheim, we get Marcus Pettersson. But way less on the skating. Vegas, Washington. Jake Chikrin. Probably too old to be a future, like to say he's our future on the left D. But Sergachev's 32 as well. The Real Hoopty just chiming in to say, I love your content / videos and the breakdown / how in depth you explain stuff. Hey, that's very kind of you to say, Real Hoopty. Thank you very much. Hey, that's just dropping in to say a very kind thing like that. That means the world. You don't understand. Thanks a lot. Thanks for saying so. Welcome to the stream as well. Keep Linder's upgrade is for an unk. Yeah, Pettersson sounds good for the penalty kill. True. Real Hoopty, you're a real one, buddy. In Winnipeg. Yeah, I mean, they're 32. A real top pair like Sergachev wouldn't be bad. Chikrin's also good. 4.5-star defense. Signed on for 2 more years at 9.665. Whereas Sergachev would be expiring. A little more trade value with Chikrin. If we have the cap space, could we get Duda on the Mammoth to replace Willander next season? Yeah, he's only an 81, though. I know you really like Duda. You keep suggesting him, but I don't see it. Expiring contract, who knows what he's going to want. 5-6 million, who knows. We don't need to rock the boat too much and get a top pair D necessarily. We're just throwing out ideas. I lean Chychrun because we know what his money would be for the next couple of years. True. If we were to get Chychrun, Linder would be easy to move out, but then I don't think we have the value to make a big move like that. If Brazeau were to be moved, are we really thinking about Sanheim after Detroit? I know, but at least in this universe, we know that he's not going to drop an overall. Brazeau would be some good value for them. 85 overall forward. And then what? Brazeau out, Preston in. That's an idea. A second in 2032. Wallinder, Brazeau, and a second for Jake Chychrun. Is that rocking the boat too much, though? Riker Evans was supposed to be our top pair guy. Now he's dropped down, but he's still been in that role. Evans has been good. But can we trust him to be the top pair guy longer term as he drops to an 84? I don't know. Iginla's the second pair guy on the right side. Mombert always gives us question marks. Goldobin's in our system for the near future to be third pair. Jake Chychrun, this could work. This could work. Jake Chychrun, 36 points in 61 games. Needs to be in a better environment. 2-way D. 4-star physical, 4.5-star skating. Defense is okay. Because if we get Marcus Pettersson, that's a one-year Band-Aid. Or just a one-year guy. Jake Chychrun would be on our team next season. And we know that he's cost-controlled. We know what he's going to cost us. What was Sergachev's attributes again? I mean, they're a winning team as well, Utah. They have Quinn Hughes. Sergachev, 4.5-star defense, a little bit better. 5-star physical, 5-star shooting. Doesn't mean much when you don't score, but they have St. Ticklis there as well. It's a tough one. They have ASP. Chychrun is the one who's cost-controlled, not Sergachev, I know. Yeah? Yeah, I could ask for 12 million. Who knows? All right, so let's, as always, just in case for a bouncer, let's see if this is something the Caps are interested in. We'll take back a 7th. Giving a couple 7ths just in case. They're a losing team. So Brazeau's been good. We love Brazeau. I don't like if you're pushing an 87 to the bottom line to pay an aging Chychrun 9 mil for 3 years. No, we're not pushing an 87 to the third pair. Oh, sorry, for the third. Okay, hold on. You're saying on defense. I mean, right now our third pair. 1, 2, 3. Already we have an 87 on the third pair of Mombert / Kesselring. Already we have one of those guys on the third pair. We just need someone who can play with McAvoy more consistently as the top pair left D. Evans has been that guy, but he dropped from an 87 to an 83, then back up to an 84. I'm a bit scared of what might happen with Riker Evans. And if he can't handle that long term. It's also a big a big playoff move as well. To upgrade an 82 overall on the blue line to an 89 overall. Or we just focus on going after the forward, which we said was probably going to be Ridley Gregg in Ottawa. Chychrun, well, long term, he's 2 more years. Right now, we have no one in the system for defense who's coming anytime soon. We have to make a trade or sign a free agent eventually. We have no one in the system who's coming soon except for Goldobin on that third pair. Who else did we see? We said Monahan, guys like that. No, but I think Ridley Gregg stands out to me. Maybe we do that trade first while we think about Chychrun. Ridley Gregg. So Brazeau for Gregg is an easy swap, I think. They got a good guy, 85 overall, signed on for a good contract next year. I mean, would they do this straight up? Brazeau, 20 points plus 11 on the 4th line. He has been very good, but 3-star defense, 3-star skating. Hard to say no to an idea like this, especially when he's going to be expiring next year. He's 33. I don't think that value's going to hold up. Work is done. Time for data radio. Enjoy, Mighty Joe. Brazeau for Greg, rejected. Fair enough, yeah. Just that they know that he signed on for $1.85 million. He's been really good in a third-line role. They want to give him maybe a higher role. So if we dip into a fourth in 2032, Brazeau and a fourth, I bet this goes through. I think this is fair for a rental. Maybe even too much. We're getting a rental, and we're giving you a guy who's going to play for you next season. Brazeau and a sixth? Okay, let's make it a fifth. Sorry. So we have no fifths next year. Okay. Kesselring with McAvoy and Mombert with a Ginla. But Riker Evans has done well. My problem isn't that Riker Evans can't play top pair. It's that I don't know if he'll be there for the next 1, 2, or 3 years. Right now, Riker Evans is top pair. But will he stick there? Brazeau in a fifth? No. All right. We have 2 fourths next year. So dip into those. Still not in... Really? Brazeau a fourth and a seventh. Now they dance in the street. Now they dance in the street. Trade accepted. Thank you, Boston. Thank you, Ottawa. Justin Brazeau, we brought him back in to be that force on the fourth line. He's been really good for us, but it's hard to not capitalize on that much trade value that he has right now. Ridley Gregg, welcome to Boston. You will play on the third line, I think. He has the X Factor as well. We'll try to make him fit the lineup. 4-star physical, 4.5-star defense. He can play some penalty kill. That'll be great. Can we play him third line here? Lakovich for the playoff push goes to the fourth line, maybe? Is Evans likely to keep progressing hard? Do you think he'll go back up? Maybe. You know what? If we're not feeling it, let's not force it. But is there an upgrade we can do on Willander in the form of Marcus Pettersson or Travis Sanheim? Or do we just keep this and move on? Ridley Gregg, welcome to Boston. I don't want Lakovich on the fourth line, but it's just for the final stretch. Plus, he's still playing power play. Ridley Gregg will play penalty kill. Beniers, Tolvanen. Lakovich is going to move off the penalty kill. He'll play just power play. So Tolvanen... No, not Tolvanen. Ridley Gregg will come under the penalty kill. And he'll play second unit. Minton Lindholm will be the third unit. Second unit will be Lundell and Gregg. I know, you know what? It's going to be Beniers and Gregg. Why won't it swap? Beniers and Gregg, first penalty kill. Actually, only +2. What? Hold on. With Tolvanen, it is +1. Okay. So Gregg +2. And on the second, it'll be Lundell and Tolvanen. +5 goes down to +2. Fair enough. And there you have it. Ridley Gregg, welcome to team, buddy. We have a big role for you. Third line plus first unit penalty kill. 5-star physical, 4.5-star defense. Maybe Lakovich should be third line left wing and Greg third line center. You know what? Good call. Good call. I wasn't even thinking about his center eligibility. He has 78 faceoffs. You are a genius, Gen Z. Lakovich, Gregg, Tolvanen. Novotny for the final push will go fourth line. But that's just because it's into the final push. It's not anything to do with him. Do we give Novotny maybe power play time to balance out? Lakovich is playing first unit power play. Do we give him some power play to balance out? 4-man power play. Would he play on the 4-man power play even? Tolvanen comes off the 4-man power play. We put Novotny. I don't know if he'll really play it, but we'll put him there. Now we're chasing a cup here, gentlemen. We can't be crying about ice time. All right, so here's our lineup to go down the stretch. Are we doing anything on the defense? I don't think anyone's necessarily super convinced to move a second and Willander and a prospect for a big guy on defense. The defense has been okay. Gidloff, man. Let's go back to Huskett here. I don't know if I'm convinced to make a move on defense. So, thank you, Ottawa. Good luck, Justin Brazeau, with the Senators. We'll see you soon, that's for sure. What would it take to get Pettersson? That's the thing, it's been okay. To take Pettersson, it would probably take Willander and like a third or something. I'm not overly convinced. You know what? If we're not convinced, then let's keep on going. part of the reason we do these live stream series is to say, how are we feeling, gut feelings in the moment, right? And if the AGMs are not quite feeling it, gut feeling, and even me on my end, let's continue. All right? So we are 39, 20, and 3, 8, 2, and 0 in our last 10 games. But it's not just a 3 overall boost. It's a player who we don't know necessarily. If we have a guy who's simming well, 82 overall or 85 overall, doesn't matter the overall. If Willinder is simulating well, is it worth giving a third for the risk of how's this guy going to fit our system? That's what we're worried about. We're not convinced. I'm sorry, Yorkie. The AGM council has not been convinced. Let's roll like the Autobots. Yes, sir. Yannicki keeps growing a 68 overall now, Yannicki. Thank you, Edmonton. Crazy little toss into a trade. He's growing quite nicely. Melanson, let's get you back up here. And let's go like that. All right. All right. Need the Kyle Wood call-up. Ridley Gregg. Let's see what we do here against the Sabres, who are 40, 17, and 6, 4, 3, and 3 in their last 10 games. Big game coming up against them. Quickly, just look at the activity feed. Any other trade that happens around the NHL, especially with the Ducks, I wonder. All right, there's our trade. Anything else that's big? Capo Caco to the Avalanche. Walsh, a second and a fourth for Caco and Montour. What? Sanheim to the Maple Leafs. Brazeau gets flipped to the Lightning. Wow. Struble to the Oilers. Furcus to the Flames. Cutter Gauthier goes to Buffalo, the team we're about to play, for 2 seconds? What a joke. Vegas gets Sean Monahan. Dougie Hamilton to the Canadiens. Boqvist to the to the Blackhawks. All right, so if we want Cutter Gauthier in the offseason, we have to remember he's on Buffalo now. McTavish stayed in Anaheim. All right, here we go. Against the now 41, 18, and 6 Buffalo Sabres with Cutter Gauthier in their lineup. First period, 1-0 Bruins. Charlie McAvoy as Ridley Gregg makes his Bruins debut. Second period, 2-0 Dmitry Voronkov. Shots 25-21. 3-0 Craig Iginla. Habs getting some right D help. I like it. There you go. 3-0 Bruins against the division-leading Sabres. And that will be all she wrote. Oh my goodness. 3-0 shutout victory as it's a 29-save shutout for Gavin Osgood. A goal and an assist from McAvoy. A goal from Voronkov. That's a huge victory. And in his Bruins debut, Ridley Gregg is a +1. Statement win, most certainly. There's win number 40 on the season as well. All right, to the calendar we go. We're finally going to pass 45 wins, it looks like, as we're now second in the division. Let's just sim, I think. I don't think there's anything to see in particular. Let's get closer to the end of the year, then we'll see which matchups make the most sense for us to go see. DiPietro is healthy. Let's keep on going, though, for a bit. On the road against the Red Wings. 4-3 win. Canadians, come on, 4-3 loss. Tight games there. Do we go see Buffalo again? We'll go see division games towards the end here. 3-1 loss. Because now we're getting a little bit late here. I don't want the stream to go for too long. 3-1 loss. 4-3 win. O'Reilly is back. I'm tempted. So many police out right now. Just past 7 cops. Woo. Good thing you're always driving responsibly. Right, Mighty Joe? Responsibly. On the road against the Caps. Jake Chikrin and the Caps. We don't get to see it. I have to pause the sim. Pillow fight, yeah. Why are they doing this to us? Okay, 4-2 loss. Back to 3 straight losses. 4-2, 4-2, 6-4. Whoa. Let's get back on track here against the Lightning. Hosting them. 4-3 loss. 4 straight losses. No, time to make some changes here. Whoa. We're dropping in the division now. Yeah, so we're not going to catch the Lightning. But we don't. So either we play the Lightning, we either get a divisional spot and play the Lightning, or a wild card spot. Oh, I'd love to play the Flyers. But that's only if we're first wild card, right? First wild card, we play the Flyers, who have 78 points. We have 87. Look at our divisions. That is such a crazy divide. I'd rather finish first wild card than face the Lightning. The morale dropped since we traded Brazeau, I guess. What's going on here? Last 5 games. Randy Ho's a machine. Hold on. Lakovic +5. Ridley Gregg -9. What's he doing as a Bruin? 4 assists, -1 from Ridley Gregg. Eesh. Maybe that third line needs to go back. Greg, you play first unit penalty kill and now fourth line, maybe? Maybe that's what we need. Voronkov, +11, +16, +14. Let's try that for a little experiment. +22, +31, +23, +17, +1, -4. Mombert, if she wasn't a creative player, I would have traded her already. But do we need a little Kyle Wood effect here? A little Kyle Wood magic, maybe to end the season? Let's try 1 game of Kyle Wood, just for funsies. 1 game of Kyle Wood. And you say Preston? How's he doing, Preston? 32 assists, 49 points in 56 games. Mathis Preston might make his debut. A little Kyle Wood magic, down to a 70 overall now. I love it. We'll send down Gidloff here. Let's see a little Kyle Wood magic on that third pair. There he is. Data 782 Hall of Famer, the GOAT, Kyle Wood. Last time he was in the NHL, he played 39 games in 2029-30. You're at Tim's? I'll take a little, Boston à l'érable. A little maple Boston cream. 6 points, +4 in 39 games. What an animal. In his NHL career with us, 172 games played, 29 points, +8. And you always know he's good for some points in the playoffs. 4 points in 18 games in the 2029 run. Ridiculous. And yeah, let's put DiPietro here. AHL, just best lines it for right now. There's a couple of injuries anyways. Or at least there was 1 injury. All right, Kyle Wood in the lineup, Greg to the 4th line, Novotny back to the 3rd. Let's see it against the 45-24-2 Avalanche. We're 4-6-0 in our last 10, 4-game losing streak. They're 9-1 in their last 10. Back on track. Maybe we want to finish that wild card though. First period, 1-1, Hurdle and Beniers. Don't want the second wild card though. We want the first wild card. Second period, 3-2. McKinnon scores, but then Voronkov and Pastrnak get us back in it. We're up by 1, out-shooting the Avs 25. We're now 26-17. Now 4-2. Randy Ho, I think that's his 40th goal of the season, right? 4-2 Bruins. Can we get a win here? Back on track. Yes, Kyle Wood versus the team that drafted him IRL. That is true. The Avalanche drafted Kyle Wood. 5-2 Pastrnak as well. And then, hold on, Hurdle gets 1 late, and there you go. Oh, we were 2 quick goals late, but we hang on, thankfully. All right, shots end 36-27 for the Bruins, and we win 5-4 as we allow 2 goals in the final 45 seconds, but survive. 2 goals, 2 assists from Pastrnak, a goal and assist from Randy Ho, 2 goals from Hurdle, and we win 5-4. Remember, we want everything. But we want to make sure that we are in that first wildcard spot, perhaps. Yeah. Okay, 5-4 win to snap the losing streak, but let's not get too hot. Okay. Let's see. Maple Leafs, yeah, big games against the Maple Leafs. That's true. They're the team that's right there in that wildcard spot. All right, let's keep on going. 2 more games here. First, here we are against the Sharks, hosting them. Can we get to that 45-plus win range? There it is, 4-2 win to get to 44. So we're on pace for 44. And then a 3-0 shutout win against the Predators, 45 wins, matching our high that we've gotten in this franchise mode so far. I don't know if we're going to fall. I don't know. We've clinched the playoffs. Good news. We've clinched the playoffs. But now the Maple Leafs 2 points below us. Let's just let the universe decide, right? I was joking. I'm far from Montreal. What kind? All right, here we go against the Maple Leafs. 1 Timbit, half chocolate, half honey glaze. Oh, do they make those? Lakovic power play goal. Randy Ho, 2 power play goals early. First period, 2-0 Boston. Second period, 2-2. The Maple Leafs come back. We were out shooting them 18-7. Now the shots are 27-27. They get 20 shots in that period. And now shots are tied at 27, and the score is tied at 2. Here we go into the third period. 2-2 game, power play Maple Leafs. Killed off by the Bruins. Evans versus Evans. Yeah, Riker versus Jake. Final 10 minutes here. This might decide the playoffs. We have another game against them soon, though. 5 minutes to go. This might decide the matchups. Off to overtime. Who's going to get that extra point here? 3-on-3 action. Maple Leafs now outshooting us 35-33. Final 2 minutes, and into the shootout we go, where we win 3-2. Randy Ho with the shootout winner. Wall makes 36 saves. Osgood 35 saves. Jake Evans with a goal. And we get the extra point against the Maple Leafs. And now here we go against them again. Let's go a couple more. One more, yeah. Randy Ho, unreal, man. 46 wins, now officially our winningest season of the GM data era here in Boston. Against the Hurricanes, 3-1 loss. All right, Maple Leafs still 1 point behind us. We have a game in hand, though. Here we go. Could decide the playoff matchups again. First period, 2-1 Maple Leafs. Nylander and Raquel score for them. Lindholm gets one back for us. Second period, 3-2. We score twice. Lundell and Dorofeyev then on the power play. Shots 24-22 in our favor. We lead by 1 here in the third and final period into the final games of the season. From down by 1 to up by 1. Up by 2. It's Randy Ho. Oh my goodness. 4-2 Bruins. Is that enough? It looks like it will be. Bruins get 2 points over the Maple Leafs, and that might seal our fate with a divisional spot. Tolvanen adds the empty netter. Shots end 36-30, and the Bruins win 5-2. Ho with a goal and assist. Lundell a goal and assist. Osgood 28 saves, and the Bruins win 5-2. Holy Mackinac! All right, 97 points, but the season's not done yet. Still 5 games to go. Let's go see... no one's really in our... Oh, my. No one's really in our range here. Let's sim through a couple games. Can we hit 50 wins, even? Hosting the Canadiens. Let's see... 5-4 shootout win. Hosting the Panthers. 7-4 win against them. We're pulling away from the Maple Leafs. 1 win away from 50 on the road against the Senators, facing Greg's old team. Probably should have gone to see it. 4-1 win for win number 50. Woo, let's go. And the final game of the season will come against the Sabres as we win 6-2 against the Red Wings. What a turnaround this has been. But now sadly, we'll face the Sabres though, not the Lightning. We'll face the Sabres. 2 50-plus win teams go against each other. Meanwhile, it would have been nice to play the Flyers, who have 91 points. A 42-win team would have been nice, but the universe has not decided it to be that way. May as well stay in Buffalo after this game. Yes, exactly. Let's see it. Last tune-up here against the Sabres. Let's learn what we can about them. First period, 1-0 Sabres. Krebs power play goal. Second period, 3-2 big comeback. Beniers, Voronkov power play, and Lundell puts us up 3-1. Doggy would be sobbing right now if it was his team, of course. And Benson gets one back. Shots 24-23 in our favor. We're up by 1. Here in the third, up by 1. Power play, Buffalo killed off. 12 minutes to go. There's Lakovic putting us up by 2. Is that enough with 10 minutes to go? Final tune-up of the season to get win number 52 on the year. Oh my goodness, what a year this has been. From a 44-win pace to winning 52. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bruins win 5 to the final. Another goal from Tolvanen, and end the year with 52 wins. Tolvanen a goal and 2 assists. DiPietro 29 saves. Zerov 2 assists. And you know what? The Kyle Wood effect is real as well. I forgot that Kyle Wood was in this lineup. 52, 27, and 3, the final record. Lakovic is such a dog in the bottom 6 when I had him in my sim. I love to see that. Pastrnak ends with just 40 goals after winning the Hart Trophy last year. Ho with 55. Let's look into it now. Let's dive into the stats. Entire league. All right, so we finished 4th in the NHL. What a playoff format. 2nd versus 4th has to face each other. What a joke. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. All right. 3.65 goals for per game, the second highest scoring team in the NHL. So 3.65, that blows out our previous high of 3.24. Let me write this down. So 52, 27, and 3, new high, that the highest we've ever had. But we don't even win the division with those stats. No, I won't be like Doggy. 3.65 goals for per game is a new high by 0.41 goals. Our previous high was 3.24. Goals against of 2.89 is our new lowest, actually. Previously, it was 2.93. So our most goals for and our least goals against at 8th lowest, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8th lowest in the league. Awesome. Our power play was 20.9%. That was our second highest. Our highest was 24.4. And our penalty kill, 20.9%, by the way, was 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth highest in the NHL. And penalty kill, 86.1. Wow. Our previous high was 86. Yes. So 80 by 0.1%, a new best penalty kill. 86.1, fourth best in the NHL. So Ridley Gregg made a difference there. At least we can say that. He made a difference there. Yes. All right. Now looking at the point totals on the season. Pastrnak ends with 40 goals and 83 points. No playoffs this stream. That'll be next week. Very unfortunate that he didn't... That's his lowest goal-scoring season since 72 games in 2021-22. Disappointing. Still point per game plus, but disappointing. I know he's 34 now, but disappointing. Randy Ho ends with 47 goals and 78 points. How much is a Bruin, though? 39 goals. His goal scoring slowed down, but 39 goals and 65 points in 62 games as a Bruin. Randy Ho. Matty Beniers had 69 points. Dorofeyev had 60, on pace for 44. What a second half he had. Voronkov, 59. He's been consistently always there around the 50s. Yeah, 59 points for Voronkov. Lundell, 58. No power play one. Because Ho came on the power play with him? Probably. 12 game-winning goals from Ho as well. Lundell, 58. McAvoy, just 55. Tolvanen, 52. Awesome. Playing how much? Just 13-15. Tolvanen, 52 points. Lakovic, 43 in his sophomore season, correct? Yes. So improving on last year. It's Easter weekend. So maybe not on... No, Good Friday. We won't be streaming on Good Friday. But maybe on Saturday. Could be. Or Thursday. Thursday or Saturday for the Bruins. Probably Thursday, actually, now that I think about it. All right, Ridley Gregg, let's see what he did as a Bruin. 10 points and a +1 in 20 games. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all for Ridley Gregg. Evans, 32 points +28. Kesselring, 32 points +30. Playing way less ice time. All right. Novotny's rookie season scores 31 points. Mombert, 31, -2. Iginla, 27 points +23. Lindholm on the fourth line, 26 points +13. Let's get this man his cup, probably his last season with us. Fraser Minton, 20 points in 62 games. Wallinder, 17 points +1. Crevier, 1 assist, -1 in 13 games. Kyle Wood with a +1. I love it. +1 in 11 games for Kyle Wood. Getting that plus-minus higher. Goaltending, Osgood goes 44, 20, and 3. 3 shutouts, 911 save percentage, 2.75 goals against average. DiPietro goes 5-1 with an 892 save percentage and 2.95 goals against average. All right, and in the AHL, did Gidloff play it all? Yeah, Gidloff played 4 games and went 3-0-1. That's nice. In the NHL, he went 3-6 with an 894 save percentage and 3.39 goals against. Eesh, okay. Great numbers from the goaltenders in the AHL. Wow. And for all skaters, Preston, 59 points in 64 games. Roseyen, Stenberg, Boucher, Melanson, 45 and 62. Brunet, etc., etc. Yannicki. Up to 70 overall. Keeps on growing. That's crazy. A guy like Thompson stuck at 65, but Yannicki grows to a 70. Looking at the entire NHL... Actually, let's look at the Oilers first. Oilers. So, let's see. As Oilers, Andrei Svechnikov ends the season with 62 points. He scored 50 points in 62 games as an Oiler. That's crazy. Good for him. Ends the year still with just 25 goals. 50 points in 62 games. Svechnikov ends the year with 62 points. And Eric Vikingstad as an Oiler. 29 goals and 43 points in 62 games. Solid production. Yeah, solid production. Looking at the entire NHL now, let's see. Austin Matthews, 125 points for him. Nylander, 109. Kyle Connor, 108. So, actually, I wonder if it was 58 the most. No, 50. Rent-free. Wow, rent-free wins the Rocket. First piece of hardware. Red Boys created player, rent-free. Riding shotgun with McDavid and Draisaitl. Yeah, you know what? Not bad, but I would have expected more from Svechnikov. Riding shotgun with McDavid and Draisaitl. Good point. Rent-free. 6'9". Rent-free. Love it. So yeah, Matthews wins the Art Rosta with 125 points. Joakim Kemmel up there. Brock Faber, 82 points. Nylander, 72 assists, led the league. Drysdale, 70 assists and 80 points there in Philadelphia. Darren Radish, 64 assists. Wow. Best plus minus, Gabe Vilardi, plus 38. Same for Radish. Negative 43 from Adam Pelech and Tony DeAngelo. Wow. Ernie Clement, just 45 points and a negative 40 as a 93 overall with medium franchise. What? Has a non-graded player won the Rocket? In the beginning, yes. Yeah, Randy's won a couple. Defense, Norris probably going to Brock Faber there at 82 points and a plus 34. Goaltending, most wins, Gavin Osgood. What? Most wins to Gavin Osgood. Isles are ruining Gavin. Minimum 50 games played. Yeah, let's hope we don't go home early. We'll hope so. Let's see, the Vezina will probably go to... it could be Vemelka. Yeah, save percentage, Osgood isn't up there. Goals against average. Yeah, I doubt Osgood with the most wins, but not the greatest numbers. Vemelka, Decord, Askarov. Yeah, probably one of those guys wins the Vezina. And for rookies, yeah, Osgood really picked it up, though. Rookie skaters, Louis Gaucher. 4th overall pick. He is probably going to win the Calder. Novotny, though, finishes 4th in rookie scoring. He'll get some Calder votes. That's nice. No rookie goalies, it shows us. All right. The entire AHL, 70 points from Brady Smith. Easton Cowan down there. Kosa had the worst goals against average. Good thing we traded. That's true. So we traded Swayman and Kosa. And they were both bums. Let's see. Worst goals against average in the NHL. What was it for Kosa? 3.44 for Sebastian Kosa. Bum. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Next episode, probably on Thursday, we'll be taking on the Buffalo Sabres in round 1 of the postseason. Have we ever played Buffalo? Yes. We played them in the second round of year 3, where they swept us in 4 games. So we played them once before, and we lost getting swept. Oh, yes, Himithi Kaiser. And Allison, let's see. Himithi Kaiser ended with 35 goals and 59 points at the negative 12. And Logan Allison ended with 59 points in 65 games, 32 goals. There you go. All right. So there you have it. All right. Let's go see the Sabres lineup very quickly. Get a quick little peek at it. And comparing the two teams, by the way, goals for, we're second, they're 8th. Goals against, they're 4th, we're 8th. Power play, they're 3rd, we're 5th. Penalty kill, we're 4th, they're 13th. They have no point per game plus scores of the entire season. Darlene with 77 points is the most. Yeah, Kaiser needs a better cast. The former Calder winner needs a better cast around him. So they're in Buffalo. Yeah, and Allison should be, well, he was close to point per game. So you know what? Odd lineup. Zach Benson, Alex Wenberg, first line center with 81 overall. He scored 50 points. All right. Benson, Wenberg, Yurov on the first line. Doan, Gauthier, and Kulich on the second line. Krebs, Eriksson, Ek, Hyman on the third. Sasson, Lundstrom, Wahlberg on the fourth. Lundstrom, legend from NHL 20 series with the Ducks. Defense, Dahlin and Power. Yossi at 79 overall, 40 years old, with Byram on the second pair. Stastny and Murtka on the third pair. Goaltending, Devin Levi, 88 overall, backed up by 85 Turkov. Oh, maybe there's an injury here? Nope, no injury. What does Artie have to do to get on the line with Matthews and Nylander? Yeah, my goodness. Devin Levi, 41 wins, 917 save percentage, 2.69 goals against average. No, but Wenberg, those are his playoff numbers. His season numbers, he played 20-11 per night. Those are postseason numbers. All right, so there are the Buffalo Sabres for you, ladies and gentlemen. Moving into the postseason, any suggestions for you? I don't know, do we sign some of these unsigned players? Does Preston come up? Does Hordichuk or Emelin come into the lineup? I wonder. If we needed to do something desperate, we could consider that. Horchuk at an 82, Emlyn at an 80. These are guys who are in the lineup next season, absolutely. So changes in the bottom 6 will be made. That's one of the reasons why we traded Brazeau as well. So changes will be coming. Any changes you want to make heading into the postseason, please do let me know in the comments down below or over in the Discord server, link in the description. Thanks for being here, ladies and gentlemen. What a fun one as we turn things around in a big way. Our best season in franchise history best season under GM data, of course, so far. Preston does get dibs as the playmaker. True, yeah. We'll see what happens there. Hope to see you on most likely Thursday. Yeah, so 6 nights from now. Keep an eye on the Discord server. Details will be there for exact dates. And I'll leave you off there. Good night, everybody. Red Wings coming your way. I might do a rare Sunday upload or it'll be Monday. We'll see how things work out. Yeah, the schedule's been a bit difficult this past season. It's been a heavy week, but yeah, I'll just leave it off there. Thanks for being here. Have a great night. Have a great start to your weekend. Leave that like if you haven't already. Subscribe as we get closer to 10,000 subs. And I think that's all for general news. So, good night. Let's go Bruins, and we'll talk. Oh, just as I do that, my controller disconnects. Hold on. My controller disconnected. Let me plug that in. Hold on. Let me try again. All right, now I'm back. Good night, everybody.